And we're live once again with another episode of the Jumping Junipers and playing Wild Beyond the Witchlight. When we last left the party, they are, of course, in Brigand's Tollway and trying to pass themselves off as nobility, that they had an important meeting with the actual Yagdon Brigand Prince of Prismir. And of course, the Herringon weren't too well. They didn't suss you out. They're kind of big gullible, and they let you through. And eventually, you had a private audience with Agdon, who was incredibly flustered, sleep deprived, and just frantically trying to find a solution to it all, the mess that he's got himself in. And it quickly became apparent that Agdon doesn't like Bavlorna as much as you guys, and he always had a plan to overthrow her, but didn't know if he could trust you in that plan. And through lots of lines of convincing him that you guys could help, or you could help him, or rather, he could help you guys, and that he had to believe in you guys. That eventually he admitted he's been raising a baby dragon,
Believe in
a
us, believe in
black
you.
one. And of course, they're notorious for evil shenanigans, wanting to tear down kingdoms and the like. And he had to deal with that first before he moved on to anything. It became very abundantly clear that he is not in control of this dragon. If anything, they are the puppet master using Agdon. And it looks like that's where all the toll money has been going. A massive pile of treasure at the bottom of this tree stump has been gathered and corrupting the foul smelling water. You brought a pretty swift end to that thing, but it was clear that Agdon also was willing to do what had to be done. And though there was an emotional moment where, he had to come to terms with the fact that he's brought down his child, in effect, he knew that it was the right thing to do. Any longer and it would have got worse and worse. So, um, taking some sympathy on the Herringon, gifted him a golden acorn, and he knew exactly what to do with this, and gave it to his previous warden, a dryad that had held him here, captive against the tree, such that he could never escape. And this dryad came back to life out of a torpor-like state, and to prevent themselves from basically going mad when the great grandfather tree was chopped down. And it birthed new life, a little acorn that sprouted into a awakened shrub, and it took a liking to Agdon, who was now a father of a new child, it seems, and a new leaf had been turned for him. He agreed that he's going to work together with you to end Bavlorna's reign here in any way he can, but just know that he too is held back by a Fey pact. He can't exactly harm the hag, lest he succumb to some terrible curse or backlash. You gathered up some treasures from the pile of gold, some trinkets here and there, but most notably a opal like a black opal bracelet that seemed to magically form to fit Ulric's bicep. And you've been slowly attuning to this, Ulric. And in that moment when you charged forward without hesitation straight towards the dragon, you felt that that bravery just take you. You knew what you needed to do. There was no waiting. There was no fear, and this bracelet sort of encapsulates that courage. And as such, so long as you're attuned to it, you have advantage on saving throws to avoid being charmed or frightened, or even to end those conditions on you. So it's a pretty
Whoa.
powerful tool.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're not scared anymore.
yeah. Nope,
Never again.
it's true. You faced two of your yeah, no, you faced your darkest demon once already, and that gave you definitely a sense of bravery as well. But yeah, you've got this new treasure. It's attuned to you. And it's kind of fashioned to look like a dragon's scales as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now, you guys can tell me what you want to do next. You are still here in the Brigand's Tollway, if I recall. So you got options where you want to head to, but downfall's on the horizon now, right?
How long would you say we have until the end of the day?
It is morning. We've barely done anything.
Yeah, it is.
Is that so?
Kind of. I believe you woke up, set out fresh, so that you could take on the challenges here with a fresh, clean slate.
I haven't used a single spell slot. That's how
Look
fresh
at
we are.
that. We're fresh. Well, all right, guys. We got a couple loose ends to tie up here before we head to Downfall, I think. We can go talk to the Watcher again. We can go see Jingle Jangle. We can go see Sue. And maybe I wanna go check out some vines.
Why do we need to go to the Watcher? We
'Cause-
just got from there.
Yeah, but don't you guys got more questions? I guess not. Never mind. We'll cross that one off the list.
Nope, I don't.
All right, yeah, that's what.
Not really.
Sure,
I mean-
we might want to know how he's doing, but we can ask that tomorrow.
It's been like a few hours. I guess
we
we
just
can check
left.
in. It's been like 4 hours. I guess we can go check.
No, we said goodbye to them, and then we went to sleep, and then we came here.
Jack says,
like
didn't
6
it say
hours.
something about questions 3? I'll answer thee, something like that. I thought it could only answer 3 questions.
And then it just can't talk no more. I mean, I guess.
Wow. It definitely looked exhausted after the last one you asked it.
Look, I didn't think I was gonna ask the end all be all question. I just want to know where my sword was. All right, yeah, get off my back. Okay. Does anybody else got anything they want to attend to before we head to Downfall?
Yeesh.
I don't know. I'm kind of scared of this place. That's where the hag's at.
Yeah, but we're ready. We're strong.
Is he like flexing
And
while he
if
says
you're-
that?
Yeah, he's like,
Well, I feel like we should go see Jingle Jangle. We should go see Sue. Is everybody okay with that?
It depends. Is Jingle Jangle still at the inn?
If we
Might be
look
two
out,
birds with one stone.
if Baerd will if we're at the top of the watchtower, the log, can Baerd look out on the horizon to see if there's anything of note that is either coming this way or like that is visible from this upper area on the
Yep.
top of the tollway?
make me a perception check. Okay. It does feel as though the air is kind of getting cleaner and clearer, though there is still a receding kind of smog in this area. The maze-like Brigand's Tollway goes on for what feels like miles as well. There is some movement within the mists. Can't really make out what it is, though. There's just distant kind of swirls here and there.
So we're gonna go check the inn first. Everybody in agreement with that?
Sure.
I mean, yeah, we can stop by the inn.
Hmm.
Hey, DM, how deep was the water by the tree?
I think we made it out to be basically it's up to
Deep
like
enough to
waist
swim,
high,
right?
Okay, so
and you
not
could
deep
swim
enough,
like under it.
not deep enough to dive in from on top of the tree.
Oh, uh, I wouldn't
Because
Did you
suggest
not
it.
learn your lesson last time?
definitely not. Because look, we're on top of the watchtower right now. To be honest with you, I don't know how I got up here. I can't climb a ladder unless there's stairs.
Are you up
Isn't
here
it
as
the
well? Then you
walkway
want to give me a
spirals
perception
around
check too?
that?
Oh, I thought we were all having this. Everyone was up here having this conversation. That's where I thought we had
Yeah.
ended last time.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
we're
do.
all up there?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Give me
I'll roll
a
a
perception check then.
12.
All right. And what about Notus as well?
Oh, are we all rolling, are we?
I see the
I
minus
think
three.
so. It seems like if you're all having this conversation whilst you're up here,
Mhm.
you might as well. Hey, there you go. Notus is starting to see something. There's something that suddenly leaps up out of the mist, and it's obviously doing so that it can also get a better vantage point and look out across the tollway. And yeah, you just see for a brief moment this gigantic frog leap up, and there's something atop of it. Can't quite make out who, but it looks like it has a rider. And then as it leaps up, looks around, and then lands back down.
Mm.
And that's all the way to like the west side. And its
Or as
leaps
in
look as though they're
there?
getting closer.
Or
Mm.
Is it direction of downfall?
Yeah.
I guess I think we should go east.
Pretty big frog.
No.
hmm.
Yeah, you're really opposed to going to downfall.
Can you blame me? The closer we get to that place, the worse I get.
I mean,
The faster we get there, the faster you can hold your swords.
Ulric's
Yeah.
coins are also upriver.
My sword that's in 3 pieces.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe you don't need all 3. Maybe you just need 1.
Yeah, I'll take the hilt and I'll hit people over the head with it.
You can fix things like that. It's not
That's true.
the end of the world.
It's
And
not.
if you have the pommel, you can unscrew it and you can do them rightly.
And then we just gotta go to the other 2 hags and get the other 2 pieces. Simple,
Hmm.
quick and simple. Okay, so we're gonna
Well,
go
yeah, it does
investigate.
sound pretty quick and simple when you put it like that.
All right, man. Okay, so we're gonna go talk to this guy on the frog or this person on the frog.
If
Do
they're
we?
coming towards Agdon, we probably should at least try. Considering it's going to take him a minute to get everything in order.
How does the roof access work? Is it a ladder?
Yes.
You just got carried up.
I guess I got
Yeah.
carried up.
Underneath the Minotaur, like
yeah.
arm scoop.
Mm-hmm. Piggyback red. I guess I'll just slide down the ladder with my slippery hands to the bottom and
Make
head
it slippery
towards.
enough for us all to do that. Whee!
Yeah, it's slippery enough so everyone can come down. And then we're headed towards the frog guy, and then we'll go back to the inn.
If unless something happens.
Hey, knowing us, something's gonna happen.
Very true. In fact, just need to make sure I got it ready.
Uh-oh. Something's gonna happen.
All right. Well, you guys can head out that direction. You see, there is actually another similar styled tree stump off in the distance as well, with what looks to be like an outpost. So it's got little tents on top of it. There's a massive crate of carrots that are just unpacked, and you can see some herring kind of lounging out, enjoying a snack.
Do we walk by them?
You're heading towards them,
Mm-hmm.
so they haven't really noticed you yet. It seems their attention is on something else ahead of them.
Mm.
That they all kind of stand up, alerted. You can see all their little ears point up, and they start to grab weapons, bows, arrows. And yeah, it looks like they are about to engage in some sort of hostilities.
Of course they are.
I'll start to. I'll go into a run. You know, I want to. I don't want our new friends to just get destroyed.
Yeah, let's see if we can head this off
Yeah.
All right.
before it goes wrong.
Sure. Let's just make sure that tokens here. Ah, yes, here they are. Why not? We'll grab these two, and one of these, one of those. All right.
What are our hex crawl hexes looking like right now? By the way,
They're looking just as good as that
Mm-hmm.
that art I just showed you. Pretty much everything but the top left corner is discovered. Okay, you guys are on the right side of this.
I don't have a token with
Um,
vision.
So once again, the Brigand's Way is pretty it's pretty
so
rickety.
That's
it's
so
so-
massive.
It's pretty dark, huh?
It's so dark. What's going on?
That's nighttime.
There we go.
Hmm. Rabbits,
Mhm. There we
rabbits,
go.
rabbits.
And you see on the other side there is shouting. There is a contingency of bullywugs armed to the teeth with spears and glaives. Some of them are even wearing like heavy plate mail as well. And leading the charge at the front is a beastly looking frog. They have got like this big spolder with medals adorning it, and like leather straps holding it all together. Yeah, their mottled, scarred skin suggests a warrior of many battles, and they are addressing the Herringon right now, who are taking up positions behind crates, behind tents, and they're drawing bows and arrows, looking down at them.
Mm-hmm.
Can we move forward?
And yeah, you can start to move forward. But what would this great frog like to announce themselves, and on what decree they've arrived as?
Who was the king again?
Gullop.
Golly, what, the 14th? King Gullop.
How do they say this?
You can make it up.
Yeah. Foul brigands, on behalf of the king, Gollywop the 14th, I command you to leave this ground.
Oh. They sneer back and go, "Yeah, Bollywogs. We don't answer to you. This is Agdon's tollway, and you should be paying the price. Actually, in fact, it's gonna be 5 gold for the lot of you, and 1 gold for your big stinky toad."
Baerd will walk
Wait.
up behind them and say, "Actually, the tolls are gone. We're not doing those anymore."
They look like over their shoulder suddenly, like with an arrow, like knocked. Like what? What the? Ah! Oh, we're being flanked. Their tensions rise a little bit more.
Baerd will use repeating Agdong's voice, like kind of the agreement and like the way that like everything worked out.
Hey,
That,
Jack,
like,
Jack, we'll make some
in
oil
a
real
manner of
quick.
speaking, without like revealing Agdon's secret per se, but like
Oh, yep.
that
That gives
we're gonna
you
find a
some of that
better way.
hot tour.
Thank you,
Spits
Jack.
on that bone.
That we're gonna be finding a better way to save to save Prismare than hurting people with banditry. So the
Yeah.
the
Okay.
bandits are
So
bandits disbanded. We're gonna help people out now.
Should have brought Agdon with us.
We could have.
I'm gonna say that one or two of them are kind of like trying to listen, but the focus is kind of split as they're looking back, looking forward. And one of them sees like all of you jumping up here, and you can roll a persuasion check. And I'm also gonna say, in a panic, one of the snipers is a bit of a hair trigger.
Oh,
Would I have
no.
had
Oops.
advantage from the fact that I'm talking with
Oh
Agdon?
no!
Would I have had advantage
Um,
from speaking with Agdon's voice and like actually being able to recount the situation?
They definitely hear Agdon, but they see you, and they've also got this combat that's just about to start on the other side. So they're kind of they're in like high alert mode at the moment, and they just haven't got
get
the time to listen to it all.
intimidation.
So that's
check
about
thing?
one. Intimidation. Yeah. 1 second. So they
Oh,
they
no.
hear Agdon's voice. They're, if anything, they're more startled. Yeah, I know. It's still a fail. And they turn to you. They look flustered. They look completely caught off guard. And one or two of them just accidentally fires the crossbow in a panic as they hear this. One of them flies down towards Belfort's here, and it just pings off of their armor. Meanwhile, the others sort of draw swords and see you as a threat, effectively, just as much as they do the bullywugs. I'm gonna have everyone roll initiative,
Oh,
and we'll
God
go down
damn
in
it.
turn order because this is yeah, I'm afraid
Stupid rabbits.
didn't quite work out. But Belfort's yeah, they are letting out sneered remarks towards you.
Oh,
Let's go check
dude.
back in the turn order.
Roll a good
Belfort
initiative
as well.
challenge.
Belfort is currently
Yeah,
focused
let's
on the
go with
hairs.
Belfort. Here we go.
Oh,
Oh my god.
He is.
oh
There's a lot
no.
of
That was a
there do
lot.
be a lot of NPCs. All right,
You guys take
let's
that
also
much
add,
damage.
Hey, someone rolled worse
Add
than
an
me. Let's
event.
go.
Wait, that someone is this one.
It's a random bullywug.
I'm glad one of the
Go here.
goddamn background characters rolled worse than me.
Let's
with
just
all these
select
turns in it?
image of this.
I'll get a turn in 30 minutes.
You will go quite quick, I reckon. Just
I hope so. I didn't get to fight the
select
dragon.
this. Did that work? Sweet. All right, we got the wilds on. All right. You are at the top, Garreth. You see the Herringon, as always. They're on a hair trigger, and they immediately fire at Belfort, who, of course, they see this as an invitation to a conflict. They're already here to seemingly mop them up. So you can tell that hostilities are about to get underway very, very swiftly. You're up, though. Okay.
Who was the hair that
Awesome.
loosened the arrow?
This one right at the front, the sniper. She's like, "Oops, that was a warning shot." She shouts.
Can I do? What should I do? Garreth will probably hold, what's the word? His cookie crunch.
Action.
The Eldritch Blast in case
Eldritch
of
Blast.
hostilities. And he will call out to Belfort that they mean no hostilities. These folks aren't brought up to speed with the current situation with the brigands. Agdon has promise to be a more nice person. And
More
there
nice
should be
person.
and there should be plenty of time for talking. If we can lay down our weapons.
You can roll me a persuasion check as well, then, Garreth. But you wouldn't be able to do both that and hold an Eldritch Blast.
Then I
This is
will
more like you really
not
are spending
hold
your
my
time.
Eldritch Blast. Oh,
Okay.
no.
I can even be bardic inspo.
This is
Wait.
it's up to you.
Do I? No. I mean, you can. He will. 15.
No.
He's him.
As
So
always,
15?
my bardic inspo rolls a maximum for some reason.
The Herringon here is like aiming up a shot for right at you, Garreth, to shut you up, and then they're like, I don't know who you are, why we should trust your word on Agdon, but these guys are here to kick our ass, so maybe you help us fight them, then we'll talk. And he turns his...
I wasn't
turns his
just talking
attention
to
back
the
to
hares.
them.
I was talking to everyone, including the bullywugs.
Yeah, I know he
Oh,
you know
he
that.
hit him.
I know that.
Okay.
But this Herringon quickly sweeps around and fights these guys instead. So the Herringon are not hostile. They seem to like hold their weapons westward and then fire. And one of these stones clonks Belfort's on the side of the head, ringing
Dang.
his bell.
That was max damage.
It was.
I think there should be one more thing
What is-
that I should have added in response
Okay.
to who we are. We are
Go
the
ahead.
people that helped get rid of a dragon situation.
Dragon? They actually don't know about the dragon. Dragon? Wait, you don't mean that thing. He goes to say the name, but he seems to stutter on the word J. But
Yeah,
you
was
know
its
that
name, right?
That's that was his
it's
name,
not
right?
their name.
Nah.
Wasn't
No,
it?
It wasn't
Didn't
did not begin with a J, I don't believe.
Wait, what does
did,
that
in which
mean?
case-
There might
The
be
other
There's another
dragon?
one? What?
Wait.
Does it?
I'm
No, I'm
checking,
confused.
My knowledge of fairy tales got me. You
Oh,
say J
the
and dragon,
third-
my brain goes, I know what this is.
Oh, it did not begin with J.
It's Ixjartar,
It's
but there is a J in
They
it.
go-
So
Okay, yeah, there is a J in it, and they go, what? And they look so confused with what you're saying. How does Mr. Sir Belfort's react to all of this? Like, you just got hit upside the head with a hefty stone. That's on you guys. Oh,
yeah, he is not going to forgive those hares. He will
Hmm.
sick his people on that one. Which one was it?
That was the one at the top with
This
a
one.
slingshot. Hmm. Okay. In which case, then, as you give the command to go full-on offense and launch the attack at them, on initiative count 20, as they charge and all the bullywugs leap forward, suddenly the ground around both the tree stump, and even yourselves begins to suddenly churn, erupt. You see foul-smelling bubbles, like the ones you saw at the Duchess's hovel, begin to emerge from the water. The stench kind of like permeates the air. Not only that, the vines start to twist and contort all around you. merging from the swampy waters is the spiky thorns that once encapsulated Vaike and tried to like take him under. And they spread out all over the side of the Brigand's Tollway here.
Oh my god. Well, I wanted to
It's
look at
almost
this.
inescapable. Yeah, you did, and they came to you.
And they
Phil.
came to me. Wonderful. Cross that off the list.
Yeah. The Herringons likewise are under the same similar hostilities. You hear the trees groan. You hear the planks of wood kind of snapping as suddenly this burst of thorny vines erupts right where the Herringon launched his little slingshot. What else have we got? Any more vines for anyone? Yes. One's at the back as well. These bullywugs too.
The vines are affecting everybody?
They are just spreading out across the entire Feywild itself, it feels like. Put some here too. And effectively, everyone who's next to these vines is restrained. No save, just it is so dense that it just wraps up on everyone. If you could add that to your characters actually real quick.
So you want me
Just
to
add the
which one is
restrained
the
condition.
restrained one?
It's the
A
web.
little net.
It's the net. Perfect.
Or the yeah.
Well, this is no fun.
Can I get authorization of Belforts?
That would be a little tricky.
Okay, never mind then.
But I'll try. Hold on.
I don't know how to get myself conditions.
Ignite. Copy. You right click it. There's a top right icon. And then you should be able to select
one.
it and pick from a little list. It's actually not
Okay.
the top right, it's one below the top right. You'll see it. Bullywug. Night copy. Cool. Update. Configure ownership. Zay, you're now. Yeah, you should be able to move them now. The giant toad sees this happening and just instinctually leaps away as well. They were basically holding their action to get out of here anyway. And they hop away from the vines that begin to encompass them. So the only creature that really isn't restrained is the giant toad that just leaps out of there. And Belfort's is like basically pulled away from his mount and onto the ground and just entangled up there. Okay, that's the Wild's turn. Notus, you're stuck in the vines.
Okay.
What would you like to do?
Get out of the vines would be good.
Yeah, okay. You can give me either athletics or dexterity, like acrobatics.
Oh yeah,
Your
I'm gonna
choice,
use
really.
acrobatics. That's
Try and
a
get out of
no-brainer.
these. Okie dokie. Oh no.
It's a 10.
What's that? A 10? You kind of wiggle your way forward a little bit, but I'm not unable to like fully break free of the vines. They're too numerous. And they just sprouted out of nowhere. You wasn't expecting them.
Yeah.
You can
I've used my reaction.
Okay. That's true. You have. Do you still have
I do still have inspiration.
did you get
Could use that,
okay. Good.
I guess.
You would like up to you.
Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, let me roll it again then.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Roll that.
Come on, Notus. I'm not having 3 weeks of this.
Hey, that's better. Okay, perfect. All right, you're able to free yourselves. You can freely move.
Wait. I'm imagining difficult terrain.
No, actually, once you've broken free of this, you're good. Just don't enter into the other areas.
Sure.
Yeah,
okay.
no, that's
So
not difficult terrain.
This is the closest safe spot?
Yep, or here. on that side there.
Can I bring someone with me,
And-
or is that going to be too difficult?
They are like restrained as well, so they you can't pull them.
That's
Unfortunately,
fine. I'm gonna get
you
here
can
then.
get out yourself.
I
Okay.
thought I'd save time.
Um,
Feywild has other
yeah, no,
ideas.
that's fine. It does.
Are the vines a specific color, or are they just there?
They do seem to be different varieties, but they are acting like the same. Effectively, they do the exact same thing. Some just seem to be different colors depending on like what kind of creature they're restraining, perhaps. Or maybe, like for
Notus is
example, the
colorblind.
bunny ones
I
have
mean,
like these
I mean
red ones.
emotionally.
Ah, yeah. Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Now I'm with you. Yeah, they feel like they're all in an aggressive kind of like seeing red, kind of a hostile. They're meeting like hostility with hostility. So if anyone's, it's almost like they're the
everyone's
same
just gotta
color.
Chill.
Yeah, they're matching your colors. Not you're the party colors, but the
yeah,
herring
but
guns.
it's a case of the land is literally reacting to the amount of aggression that we've brought
That's
in.
it. Yes.
Okay.
Like it's about to be a war front. And the
Okay, I'm
Feywild
literally
just
just gonna
spratted all these
shout
nasty thorns.
as loud as I can and just be like, "Everybody, chill!"
Oh.
They are panicking at the moment.
Just
The vines.
if you chill out, they might stop.
All right, we'll go to Bullywug number 1, who's restrained. Yeah, so I'll just quickly roll his little strength check to get out of here, and then another one. Oh, okay, they are freeing themselves. Yeah, both of these get out. Okay. So like, they hop into the water. And this one as well. Plop. Hear them kind of splash. The one herring gun here is also trying to get out of here. The hell? Where do these vines come from? And they're able to squeak out as well. Baerd, your turn.
Mm-hmm. So I'm restrained, so my movement is 0, correct?
That's right, yeah.
Okay. So this guy said he was like working under like a king.
It did.
King
King
Gullop. The 14th,
Mhm.
sorry. King Gullop the 14th.
Mhm.
Putting back on that like royal like retainer like tone that I did before, I'm going to shout out using my a lute as a way to kind of like back my voice, as I will yell out to say like basically yell out that we should participate in a parley before any hostilities. As Baerd is going to relax and not necessarily like Baerd has no fear of the Feywild. He has no need to fear these vines or be upset with them really. So he's just going to take a deep breath on that, and he's going to focus on trying to calm the rest of the situation.
All right. Give me the words, they're kind of like almost drowned out a little bit by the shouting and the panic that's going on, but your lute strums and spells a different tone that almost resonates across the battlefield. And you can give me a performance check as you try to let loose a calming tune.
Yeah.
And you can all see their little ears like turning and picking up on the notes.
I'm going to adjust my expertises because I didn't think about it whenever I had done it before, since I have not used it yet. There we go.
19. Oh, all right, perfect. The vines around you suddenly just release you. They don't have any intention, or they don't pick up on any intention of you being hostile, and they suddenly just like release you and just wither away back to whence they came. Everyone else who's struggling, it feels like the more they struggle, you can see the more these thorns dig in and grip onto them. But they're listening to you, and steadily, almost like in a radius around you, it feels like it's as if they're receding from you, from the music, and calming the Feywild itself. And everyone else starts to see, instead of vines surrounding them, you start to see little moths beginning to kind of flutter hither and thither around Baerd. And that'll be that turn for now.
Yeah.
All right. More Herringons, and then it'll be Esquire Clicks, who. Oh damn! Yeah, see, you can see how this guy like tries to hack at one of the thorns, and as it does, it splits into like a hydra, and then wraps around his throat. He is thoroughly stuck. Esquire Clicks. He calls out, "My liege, your mount, it's getting away. Shall I after it, or shall we focus on the Herringon?"
Focus on the Herringon. The mount will return.
Forgive me. I have no strength. These vines wrap around him and they constrict his plate mail, and there's no way he can get out. He's got this massive axe as well, by the way, Swaglicks, and it's kind of like shaped in that of a what's it called, a lily pad. I'll show you. This guy's kind of a badass. Yeah.
That's a great
And he
axe.
just hasn't.
I literally love him. Look at him.
Mhm.
Look at his axe. It's like the best thing ever.
He just
so
hasn't
hard
got
when I
the
have to
room
punch
to
him.
swing that thing. But yeah, it's gonna be rough. All right, poor Glix is stuck there. That's gonna be his turn, and we'll go to some Herringon Cook, who was just sitting by the fire enjoying a nice meal, and now he's like struggling with a pan and a spatula, and yeah, he's just getting boiling water all over him. Okay, and then it's gonna be Ulric.
Woo! Okay. I'll try to break out of the vines.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me an athletics check. Oh yeah. Okay. Even if
Ripping
the
out.
vines are trying their best,
Was
there's
there
nothing they
any
can do to
doubt?
stop Ulric. It just rips them apart. Yeah, you hear that snapping sound behind you, Vaike, as Ulric rushes past.
Ulric just
He made it
stands
look
up.
easy.
And I'm gonna make it look easier.
All right, perfect. You could even charge if you wanted, Ulric, as a bonus, and you can actually get an attack off. But I don't know if you want to attack. I'll let that be up to you.
Baerd is clearly still trying to break up the fight. It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
think.
Okay.
I don't think Ulric wants to hurt anyone.
Okay, all right. Just the vines. Perfect. The
I think Ulric just stood up. To be honest, I think
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
flexed. That's all he did. He
He
flexed.
literally just did like a morning stretch and then just shrugged it all off and then walked out of it.
All right, I'm gonna ruin it though.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
We'll drop
Well,
this
what?
one.
This is big. Okay. Is this big frog
Yeah,
done
after
anything? Yeah. Wait,
no,
wait.
it basically is trying to. You see all these vines trying to chase the frog all the way along the swamp, and it leaps up onto the brigand's tollway to escape them. But when it lands next to this Herringon marauder, who turns and lets out a yell like "Ah!" it doesn't go to swallow it. It just sits there like nom, nom, and starts to lick its own eye.
I love him.
Oh.
Well,
That's gonna be his go.
I kind of want to see this frog eat this rabbit. Just one big bite. You know, just a mention
Belfort,
there.
you are up. Perfect.
Okay. How does one attempt to get out of the acrobatics
me
or
strength.
athletics?
Or
strength.
yeah, either one. For you, it'd probably want to be strength.
Yeah.
Looking at that. Looking
Or-
at that stat.
Check. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't check.
Ooh.
It doesn't matter for your knight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid that is not enough, and it feels as though these Herringon have laid a trap for you. Feels like that's what they've done.
This is your final warning.
Sounds like a school teacher. Your final warning.
Yeah, totally.
Detention for you all.
Lay down your weapons.
You lay down yours first. And what is all these vines? Is this your doing? Stinky bullywugs have made the swamp go haywire.
Don't it. These are your tricks.
It's both of your faults. Stop fighting.
Our tricks. It's your fault. Yeah, they go back and forth like that. Vaike, you're up.
I too will flex and like break my restraints.
Will you now? All right.
Okay.
It's a 16.
16. It's not bad. It's enough, but the vines don't seem to let up with
Ugh,
you.
I
Like,
hate
whereas
these
everyone
vines.
else, they do break the restraints. But what happens is it's almost like they turn their attention to you. You can move, and I'll say you can freely get anywhere you like, except for the other vines. But it's almost as if they sort of turn and sort of begin to amass towards you.
I got some fans. Okay.
But yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everyone, they're like gun ho to go for you.
Okay. I'm gonna go 30 feet down to this frog.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up to the frog. Oh, Jack, what are you
Alright.
doing, man? You're not supposed to be here.
I'm sitting on your shoulders.
What?
What do you think?
Well, the vines took
Oh.
him. They kept him. Like if he was sitting on my shoulder, it was like as soon as I took a step forward, he was just stuck in the air right there.
Mhm.
Where were you?
Jack was like
Uh,
right here, I
Next,
think.
next to
Yeah,
Bear.
okay.
I'm gonna walk up to this
Okay.
frog. And I'm gonna put my hand out and try to calm it down.
Hey.
Okay. Well, that'll be probably next turn. You can try to calm it down. This turn, you can use your action to get out of the
Alright,
vines.
so
But
to remedy that, I will
the frog gonna
action
look
surge
towards you.
to pet the frog.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Action surge
That's
to
a brilliant
pet the
news.
frog. I love it. I approve.
Very valid.
Give me
use
a-
of actions. The frog man.
Go ahead. Give me
The
an
man going froggy.
animal handling.
The frog
Alright.
whisperer.
Do I get sort of any advantage of this because of my slimy complexion?
Like,
That's
are
very
one.
true, actually.
he's
Yeah,
getting
you are a
froggy.
slimy
This is a
boy.
familiar feeling for the frog. This
Mm.
feels like home.
Woo, that's a 15.
Nice. Yeah, you see a long tongue begin to lash out towards you, but then it kind of stops, and you're able to actually just pet the tongue for a moment before it pulls back in and looks. Its eyes kind of blink out of sync, and then it sort of just ribbits in your direction as a greeting.
Didn't you have a
well,
dream like this?
I did. I'll start to soothe it. Easy. We're all friends here.
Yeah, it does seem to calm down, and notice you see that the frog is. The emotions on the frog go from like panicked to receptive. You know, they don't look
I
crazed.
think you've made a
All right.
friend.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere I go.
Ah! Another Bullywug militia jumps out of there and starts swimming away. Okay, the top of the round, Garreth.
I can't Misty Step and use another spell on the same turn, right?
You can use a
It feels
cantrip.
as though you are completely held tight, and the noose is getting real close to your neck. You are having flashbacks to when the constrictor snake squeezed the life out of you.
Okay,
And
fuck this.
in this moment, as your eyes are kind of fluttering, you feel as though if only you had the power to teleport out of imminent danger. And he's doing it. Garreth, everyone, what do they see as the Garreth
yeah,
manages
you
to pull this
see, you
off?
see. I mean, if you're looking at Garreth, you'll see him turn pink and pinker and more pinker, and then like cotton candy, he falls apart, and then appears outside the entanglements.
Oh my god.
I love that that's how I pictured it, and that's how you've described it.
Is there like a cotton candy? Is
Amazing.
there like a scent? Like, do you leave behind a sweet scent?
I mean, you can
Oh,
you
yeah.
can look for it.
Is it like when you put like cotton
Ulric's
candy in
going back
water?
in.
Like the raccoon
Sorry?
video.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
the raccoon. Just the sugar in the water just disappears. Is that how
Oh,
it
that is
works?
so
Mhm.
evil. It might be.
Oh man.
Poor,
Yeah.
Fine as the
poor
raccoon.
coon. Poor coon. Yeah. No, the fine is the water. Or or the raccoon.
There's, if you are looking for something tasty, Ulric, the herringon cook that just had his pan spill out everywhere, the vines have knocked out the cooking, and there are some delicious cooked mushrooms, freshly prepared, that just spill at your
Oh
feet.
no.
Oh, Garreth and Ulric are gonna fight for these.
Ooh.
Oh,
We have a whole new problem now.
Ulric, by the way, you gain
Ooh.
something.
You pop some cotton candy in his mouth as you reappear.
Ulric, eat this. No time.
How
for
does it
this
work
fight.
again?
Do you want to give them temporary HP?
Yes.
Okay,
I
they
don't-
gain.
I think it's
it's
5,
equal
but
to
I'm
your-
not sure. Is it 3?
Yeah, I think it's equal to your. I thought it was equal to your level, but
It's not equal to my level.
double check.
Um,
That's health. Either that or it's your charisma. Either that or it's your proficiency.
It is
It's one of those
1d10.
two.
It's
Why don't you look it up
1d10.
though? Oh, okay.
One.
Go ahead. Roll that then.
1d.
I bet it's 3 anyway.
10. Nope, you gain
Oh,
9 temp
wow.
HP.
Okay.
Woo!
Pop some cotton candy.
And
in
what
your
does
mouth
that
as
look
you
like?
reappear. Oh no.
Does
I
that
mean,
like
it might
give
be
them
that-
a
that- that's
protective
some
barrier?
that's some leftover cotton candy
Hard
that's
candy?
cotton candy that's pushes around me where I appear, and it sticks to
Lovely.
Ulric.
Awesome. Yeah, you've got like this
Perfect.
cloud of cotton candy that like is a buffer between you and the enemy's attacks. And yeah, you maybe even have like a cotton candy afro that's like protecting your head.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I really
I like-
wanted to
I
cast
like just
another
having a
spell.
A big pink afro.
Yeah.
So,
Why-
clown makeup
You can still
and a
do an
big pink
action,
afro.
Garreth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's perfect.
Turning
Yeah, but
into a
I
clown.
can't do the action I wanted to do.
I'm afraid it's 2 spells.
Yeah.
That's alright though, you got another turn coming up.
Okay, I am going to move forward a bit more, and I will turn around to the hares and say, "Come on, stop this! We don't have to fight. Just got egged on."
Are you in the vines right
They
now?
are
Or are you?
I'm
sitting-
at
Um,
the edge of the vines.
The edge of the vines, you're alright. You'll let you. He's squeezing on through. They're grabbing at him, but they're just grabbing little chunks of cotton candy and twisting it. All right, the wilds. The Feywild is reacting continuously, but they've already got who they want restrained. They're not going back for the ones who've already escaped, except in the case of
Yeah.
Vaike.
I know who that
There
is.
is.
I know.
Did Jack
They
teleport
are
to a
coming
hole, by
for
the way?
you.
Oh yeah,
Garreth?
Jack can teleport.
Yeah, you can remove this restraint condition from Jack. Perfect.
No, wait.
Vaike.
We said
Oh,
Jack's teleport isn't a dimension door, or rather, it's
Oh yeah, that's true.
He
You
has
might
to
need to
move
still
through it,
slip out.
right?
strength. Strength. It was strength.
Or Dex, right?
Or Dex.
Strength or Dex?
You can do either.
No. Poor
He's
Jack.
stuck. But then
Nope.
again,
Ah, okay, he's stuck there.
Pumpkin in the
he
vines.
forgot next to the previous rounds.
Unfortunately.
No.
Okay,
Okay.
Vaike.
Give it to me.
Oh, sorry. He's got the slippy. You saying you want to use the slippy oil?
Oh yeah. But yeah,
That would give you advantage, wouldn't it?
it would have.
It would.
You can do that as a bonus, and then you use your action
Yeah.
to slip out. So
And then
I'll
he
say you have
can-
advantage, which gives it a 21.
Yep.
Yeah. All
And
right.
then he
sweet.
can
So he
move.
just
to
run
me.
that way instead. Yeah, instead of teleporting, just runs through it. All right, perfect. Okay, Vaike. As these vines try to like run and they're like squirming towards you, trying to grab a hold of your legs and pull you and trip you up. I need to give me a dexterity saving throw because they are gunning just specifically for you. And these ones, they suddenly shift and change color into like a bluish.
Ooh, I'm getting special treatment.
10.
10.
Yes, we got him.
No, they got
Vaike,
me.
Yeah, we are not just restraining you again,
Uh-oh.
but as it pulls hold of your leg, like yanks you, lifts you up into the air, turning you upside down, and you feel it grab a hold of your other arm. So it's got like one leg and one arm, and the others wrap around the other side and pull your other leg and your other arm, and it feels like you're being torn apart, ripped at the seams, and it is like almost like a torture, but still barely holding on. It is it's got you not just restrained, but the thorns dig in, and I'm gonna do, let's see, 3d4 piercing damage.
3d4? Ouch!
Yep. And yeah, you're literally on half health as it feels like you are being ripped in half.
I'm just gonna make eye
Notus,
Oh
contact.
my god.
I'm gonna make eye contact with the frog and mouth the words "help me."
Okay. Well, Notus, you're also up here as well.
Yeah. What the hell did
Herring
you
gun
do
is
to upset
screaming.
the plants?
It's a long story.
Like you're going anywhere right now?
What, like, do you want the story or are you gonna help me
You
get
could
out of
make it
this?
quick! Like, why are they so mad at you? Like, are they mad? I assume they're
Notice they are mad, and the aggression is different. It's not like the others' hostile actions. It's a different tinge, almost that of like a. I guess roll an insight real quick. Notice just a free roll.
Okay.
See if you can discern what kind of anger is this.
No.
Not quite sure what it is, but it's a different type of anger. You're just not
It's
sure
the type
what.
of angry
what.
I don't know about. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a couple of options here. But I don't want to make
Yes.
the plants any angrier.
No, that's okay. The frog is
Uh,
looking like they want to help, but they're not sure how. It's like they need direction.
I'm wondering if the frog could maybe eat the vines, or like swallow
Ooh.
Vaike, move away, and
Yeah,
I would let that
yeah,
happen.
absolutely. You
Okay,
could try
um,
that. If
to
you would need
answer-
to give it some direction to do that.
okay. I need to get its attention. Where's this pan of food?
Oh, it's over the way. Like,
Oh, that's over by
Ooh.
Ulric, unfortunately.
All right. Okay. What have I got on me? Like I'll pull out a ration then, and like encourage the frog. I'll like get its attention.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna throw the ration at Vaike.
Oh,
Thanks.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah.
Just pelt me in the face
I love
with
that.
it. I'll catch it with my teeth. Just throw it at my face.
That's where I was aiming. It's fine. Because you can't
Nice.
catch it with your hands.
So you get a little bit.
Just
We're
saying.
learning.
So you get a little bit closer, just so you can like slap it on them and not miss. But yeah, that can just be your item interaction, just to throw the piece at Vaike.
Okay.
You can still have an action as well on top of that.
Okay.
You can hold that as you could hold the action as well, but it's up to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it, and see what the frog does. If the frog passes this way, I might try and grab hold of it in case it runs.
Like grab on
okay.
my goddess or
If
whatever.
it does swallow Vaike, I don't want it running off with him.
I do.
Yes. Okay. Good shout. All right. Holding your action to grab the frog. Next Bullywug. He's
So answer your
rushing
question,
forward now.
Notice
Oh,
the vines are scared of me.
They're scared of you.
Yep.
Okay.
Feel like that needs another inside joke, but
Vaike
Angry
Vaike
scared?
blood.
I don't think that's gonna fly with Notus, if I'm honest. She can see the anger.
this Herringon is thoroughly freaked out by the blue-looking vines. They've never seen anything so otherworldly before, and they're going to climb down this ladder. And they see another frog coming towards them. They are going to like throw a quick stone in their
Stop
direction.
fighting.
They miss.
Luckily, it's disadvantage.
Yeah, one of the vines like grabs its wrist and then pulls it away, and the stone just plops into the water. Baerd, you're up.
Okay. I will. I will move forward and so this is like
okay.
a high area. Like this is can I kind of address everybody from this spot, I think?
Yes, you can. And as I will also mention, as you move forward, the vines that were surrounding you shrink away, as do the ones near the two Herringons that you're now positioned in between. They sort of diminished in size, retreating from the music.
Yeah, I will
Like, this is like as you stepped into them, they've just pulled away.
yeah. I will take a deep breath and, closing my eyes, I will listen to the Feywild and follow where the melody goes as I try to calm down the situation as much as possible.
Yeah, absolutely. You can continue to give me a performance check as well.
I'm just hanging out.
It's working. Everything you are doing to calm the scene is counteracting the hostilities and shifting the Feywild in a different turn. And you sense that it's almost like a kind of a dance between you and these vines. And it's like as you get closer towards them, they kind of like wiggle away, trying to get away from your music, but not because they fear it, but because it's like pushing them back into a serene, calmer state, returning them back to the actual swamp water where they can rest. And so, yeah, you figure that if you move around in these vines whilst playing this, they will fully like retreat.
Mhm.
That will free the Herringons, of course, but at that point, that's up to you to decide to try and calm them down. But I think they will definitely be grateful for it. You can see the panicked looks on their faces. They're like, "Ah, help me!
With that sort of knowledge, can I have moved a little north rather than just going like straight this
Yeah.
direction? Instead,
Yep,
where I'm
sure
like
thing.
up here, like just
That
as
will
it-
unrestrain one of them here.
yeah.
As you kind of like step there, it's
I
the
like
radius around you, and this one gasps for air.
I sort of strumming my lute as I hold out my hand to like help them up. Like the
They
my
take your
hand,
assistance.
yeah.
You saved me! Ah, phew! And they look thoroughly relieved. And as a result, they don't seem to be hostile anymore. Neither to you nor the Bullywugs. They're just thankful that they got out of there, and they kind of like hop away and over into one of the tents to take cover.
Yeah,
All right, Esquire Glix.
he is.
He's still struggling, isn't he?
No,
No,
no.
yeah, he
no.
is. Once I get a hand on those Bullywugs. Ah!
Brigands.
And he tries. Yeah. Oh, that's all right. Sorry, brigands. Damn it. He's so wrapped up in his thoughts. Okay, the cook. He's trying to squeeze through. He does it. Ah! He does manage to get out. And he sees you staring at the mushrooms. He's like, whoa. Don't eat those. They're not ready yet. I'm still adding the final touches.
They
And he
seem
pulls
pretty
out
ready
like
to
a,
me.
Touching them.
he says, I gotta finish my meal. If it's the last thing I do. And he pulls out like a little bag. And as he opens it, the dust practically jumps out and sprinkles a scintillating colors all over the mushrooms. And he's like, whoa, didn't mean to put that much on. He's like got a vine wrapped around his leg still, and as he trips, the whole bag just tips over the mushrooms. This glittering coating. And your mouth begins to water. It's your turn.
Ooh.
Do it. Give
Like-
me presentation.
Pretty subtly, like Ulric drops something. He's like, oh, and then he like bends over and he doesn't even pick it up, just like eats it just off the ground. And he
Like a
gets
cat
wipes his
raising.
yeah, just wipes his face like, oh, I'm good. Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Hey, Ulric,
Suddenly,
whatever-
oh god.
Whenever you get a chance, just hanging out over here, man.
Oh, yeah. Tie my shoe.
Oh man, perfect. Roll me actually rage for me. This is it's not going to consume a rage, but I will say it does rage. It doesn't make you rage, and as it does, roll a d8 because these
Perfect.
mushrooms are overloaded with taste, flavor, and all kinds of magic is stored within.
Magic is indeed.
And a 6. Perfect. You are surrounded by multicolored protective lights that give a +1 AC to all within 10 feet. Allies gain the same bonus, of course. So it's you and your allies to gain this +1 AC. And as you eat these mushrooms, they just burst into color and glitter around you. And yeah, it feels as though the Feywild is protecting you, your allies. This is the first time you've felt the Feywild surge through your body and almost channel through it.
Ooh.
And effectively, yeah, this is where you unlock your wild surge. You're just
Woo.
tapping into the Feywild's magic and just consuming it. Well, channeling it.
Don't eat the Feywilds.
It's one of the same.
Woo.
I imagine the
I-
Paragon is really confused at like
You can
why the lights have shown up on him. He's like, wait a minute, I'm an ally. Let's.
Yeah, I guess.
You're my friend too.
You're coming with you're with us for the long haul, bud. Come
Yeah.
on.
All right.
Is there anything else you want to do with your turn as well?
Yeah. Just pat him on the shoulders like thanks, friend. I'm gonna run through.
You ate the whole lot. He looks
All of it's gone.
like you're only supposed. He's like, you're only supposed to have a quarter of them at a time.
Little like
Run
mushrooms are
through.
like sprouting
Oh,
out
man.
of Ulric's horns. Like
Can
Yeah.
Can I try like ripping through the vines to break Vaike out?
Ripping through the vines.
Yeah, sure. You can give me a strength with advantage, athletics, of course.
Okay.
it's not a rage. This is this is food. The power of feeding
Alright.
Ulric.
As you're ripping them away, they refuse to let go, but you're snapping at the roots. And as you do, you see, as you're pulling them away, it seems as though you're yanking Vake's very essence out of his body. These blue ones seem to reach further than skin deep. And so what you're left with is kind of like this kind of semi-translucent Vaike in one hand. And Vaike, I'd like you to use your echo feature, please.
Oh my
What the
god!
hell?
I manifested an echo. Where's he gonna be? He's gonna be
All right,
right
place
by
it.
Ulric.
Place it next to Ulric.
It's not letting me place it.
Yep. Ah, sugar puffs. try.
Maybe to change the name. Oh my god! Everything went dark. Where am I?
Oh yeah. Maybe.
Guys,
Vaike's dead.
Oh crap. Yeah, there you go.
You got one with the echo.
All right.
let's see if it works now.
I totally just deleted you off the turn order. I didn't mean to delete Vaike. I meant to
That's
put
a
it
better
down here.
initiative that I had.
I think you were like 5 on initiative. Something
I
like
had I was
Put
at
it down there.
3.
That's it.
I was at 3.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thanks. All right. So your echo would still manifest. I'll just grab it here. Where is he?
I want it right here by Ulric.
All right. Boom. Looks something. What's happened? Let me see if I can change it again.
Oh fuck!
But anyway, you know what?
You can swap places with your echo.
You just rip. He knows.
Oh,
Let's see.
I just realized. Oh my, this is evil. This is cheating.
All right. That's your turn, I believe.
Ulric, what did you do to me? Why is there 2 of me?
I don't know.
Both of
I
the
just
Vaike-
scream because I think it's obscurity, because to me it's a grayscale fake. So I'm just like, yeah!
Uh,
Oh, it's not grayscale. It's like it's a bluish purple.
It's
it is
grayscale
grayscale
to
for
me.
you. Oh yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
yeah.
I'm too strong. I ripped Vaike's soul
Totally.
out of him.
Put it back!
I can't.
Oh God. Oh no. Sorry,
Why is it so bright? Why is there so many
That's your
lights?
turn, I
What's
think.
happening?
I think I see the light, Ulric.
This
The
is.
giant toad.
It's a whole other type of panic now.
I know.
I can see the lights too. What's happening?
Everyone.
God. The frog. So at that moment, the frog leaps up and swallows Vaike in one,
Oh god.
and then
Jesus Christ!
leaps over the vines. Vaike, you're swallowed up whole, and then you see it. Notice it is about to leap off the brigand's tollway as it
Yeah,
does
no, I
this,
grabbed the frog.
and you can use your held action. You grab it, and
Let me
as,
go.
as you're
let
like
me go,
pulled
Notus.
away, you like. You say as you're like muffled, like in the mouth of the frog. As you're pulled with the frog, Notice you end up basically landing on its back and find yourself sat in a saddle. This thing has got a little harness that you didn't notice before that the bullywug was riding it with, and you've suddenly grabbed a hold of the veins, and now you're riding the frog into the tollway with Vaike swallowed up.
I'm gonna be sick.
And you know
Fine,
what?
I've ridden a horse before.
You
I like wrapped the reins around my arm and I pulled it back.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like, this is, you're in your element. It almost feels like this is totally doable for Notus, and they're able to steer and steady the giant toad where they will. And yeah, that's that's your held action. The sniper here.
You know,
We've got a clean shot.
Don't
Yeah.
stop.
I got him! They fire, and yeah, they do get a hit. Oh, just right again, dents through the armor. Garreth, they're not listening to. I need to put them out, but hey, it's Belfor's go.
Balfour's is hearing a bunch of screaming happening up here, like there's something happening at the top.
He can't get out unless he wants to roll another.
Yeah.
String. Hey, there we go. Finally, you muscle your way through. Bust through the vines. And you see a glaive chopping through. Our grave of Stagmarsh is free.
There is no... What's the words? Difficult terrain, right?
No. There is not.
Can he make a standing leap to get closer?
Yeah, normally that's for like getting up higher areas, but yeah, you can still jump some distance. Its high jump is 20. Sorry, its long jump is 20, its high jump is 10. Yeah, you can just jump out of it. I think it still takes some of your movement up, but you know, that's going to be his action, really. Just move and...
Oh, action? Oh, fuck it. Yeah, wait. But he has the bonus action, right? Yeah. Can he use his bonus action?
I don't think he has a bonus. Oh, yeah.
He has a bonus action. Is it once per day? I don't see when it recharges. Oh, once per short rest. Cool.
Oh, okay. You got it?
Belfort's
Alrighty.
croak, very intimidating.
Right. He invokes some sort of decree. Ah. So he just intimidates and lets out a bellow, right? Just like,
yeah. But what's this? Gullop the 14th. By a decree of Gullop the 14th, retreat. And he commands him to retreat.
All right. The Herringon is clearly stunned.
Mm-hmm.
He drops their arrows and just starts to back away. Okay. All right, Vaike, you're no longer in the vines, but you're inside the giant toad swallowed whole. What do you want to do?
Still restrained.
You can feel it jostling around. You are.
I'm gonna
now
attempt
it's actually a grapple.
A grapple.
Oh no, you are restrained as well. Yeah, the
Yes.
bite and restrain is from the grapple.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to convince the frog to put me down.
It almost feels okay. You can convince it. I will mention though, it does feel as though like you've been split. It feels like there is a separate part of you elsewhere on the tollway, and you're kind of basically blinded where you've been nearly swallowed, and so you're just seeing the dark frog innards, and as you're blinking, you kind of almost see out through the eyes of your other separate form, and you can see Ulric like grabbing you, and it's such a strange sensation to be in two places at once, but it feels like that is you up there as much as it is you inside here. But yeah, you can almost swap consciousness. It feels like as you blink, you're like in the other Vaike, and then as you open your eyes, you're back here. But you can still try to calm the frog if you
Where's Am? That's showing these because I'm a frog man. Yeah, I'm just trying to get him to calm down and to let me go.
You want to give me an animal handle?
He saved my life after all. Do I have advantage or just a normal roll?
You did. Yeah, advantage.
All right. Oh, that's an 11.
An 11. It seems intent on getting you out of the danger.
Mhm.
It's not actually going to swallow you. It doesn't look like, but it does feel as though the frog is doing its best to just pull you away from all the danger and hop until you're finally free. So it's not letting go of you, Vaike. It won't let
I
go.
appreciate that. Then I guess I have no choice but to end my turn.
Oh, let me just check. Can
I
you swap as a
movement
bonus?
speed 0. It's a bonus action, but I need 15 feet of movement speed, and since I'm grappled, I can't do it.
Oh, right.
Mhm.
That's true. Okay,
Uh,
no worries.
Yeah. You say I'm looking through the echo?
Yeah,
I can see through the echo.
you can see everything that's happening as well.
Can I slap Ulric?
I think so.
Bad domino.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll just use the echo to slap Ulric.
Ulric, it's evil. It's evil, Vaike. He's turned against you.
I'm sorry, Vaike. He's hitting me from the grave. Vaike, I'm like, shake him. I'm sorry.
God.
I'm just gonna keep on just throw wailing punches at him with my echo. I mean, they're not doing any damage, but I'm angry.
Yeah.
Deserve it.
My soul
Awesome.
has been splintered because of
I
you.
deserve Oh god.
I'll end my
Oh
turn.
wow,
All right.
Garreth.
I got a bonus action. I'll second wind.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
Let's
Nope.
go. I can't roll. I should never roll a
Nice.
d10. I can't roll d10s.
that is the secondest wind.
Sorry. All right.
Where is
Garreth.
everyone? Everyone is so far away from each other.
Oh yeah, and
You
then at
want-
the end of my turn, my my echo goes away. How far away am I? Yeah, it goes away.
You can move your echo as well, can't you? Oh no, you have to use your movement. I can't remember. But
Well, I can command it mentally as an action, but I don't know how this thing works.
All right. That's fine. All right then. It will say for now it does vanish away.
Notus, where is the most hostility?
Where is the most hostility? I'm imagining from his lordship down here.
It is actually, yeah. It is probably from Belforts and maybe the other Bullywugs, but the Herringon are like either retreating or
Okay.
have been still restrained.
Yep, focus on the frogs.
Don't mind me. Oh, fuck, they're too far away. Please chill down. No.
No, calm
Oh,
emotions.
sleep
Ooh, I
snoring.
didn't know you could do
Oh,
that.
why
Is
is
this
everyone
new?
Oh, it's
This is
calm.
new.
Oh,
Ooh.
this is. You feel if only you could calm these guys down, and there is a sensation welling up in you. A story that perhaps old Madrick told you about once before. And it seems as though some of these are failing. Yeah, 1, 2. Even Belfort's is being calmed down. The only two that aren't are the one that's already charmed.
Mm-hmm. And he was commanded to
and,
retreat.
and this. Yeah, and this one. So the rest are charmed. And they sort of calm down. What would Belfort say as he's awash with this emotion?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Fucking voice. But he will say something among the lines of, "Yes, we should have a parley."
Parlay.
Silent.
All right. Okay, perfect. In that case, the Herringon here is still going to struggle to get out, at least. Doesn't want to be part of these. Nope, he's stuck. All right. The wilds, you've kind of ripped them up, Ulric. The echo disappears before your eyes as the vines sort of like latch onto, and as it twists around it, you almost see it like kind of pop and disappear. And with it, the vines can't find or detect Vaike anywhere around. The actual Vaike's in the road, and so these blue ones seem to sort of look one way, look the other, and then slither away back into the swamp. And that'll just be their turn. Notus.
I mean, kind of need to return Vaike to his like soul or whatever. Like, I know that's not a good thing. Like, personally, no, that's not a good thing.
What color was the soul?
Oh yeah. Matched Vaike, I guess. It was the same color as Vaike
Wait, it had a color?
in your eyes.
Oh,
Interesting.
if you
It
saw
had an emotion,
if
yeah.
you saw Vake's color when he was upside down, it was a mixture of fear.
Pleasure.
Whoa.
It's a little
Concerns.
too early for that, Vaike.
It was fear, but also understanding, or like when you figure something out.
Okay. Do I think it would be safe to take him back up to everybody else, or?
Yeah, you can.
All
Alright, I feel like I need to reunite him with his soul, so I'm gonna get the frog to turn around and go back up.
Do whatever you feel is right. All right.
And then I'm
Yeah,
just gonna go,
like you said,
alright,
feels like you're.
drop him! Like commanding a dog, like, drop him.
Yeah, it feels like you were
Man.
born in the saddle. It's, the giant toad just spits out Vaike, and he spills onto the ground in a puddle of mucus.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm dead.
Oh god! I
Too
cast
late.
Gust like a story,
I'm gonna like pound on his chest.
trying to resuscitate him
Come back.
between us.
Just as hard as I can. I'm just gonna beat it and just pound on
Oh
it.
god!
I'm alive.
Oh wow!
Woo.
I'm gonna skip it down all the way to Baerd because there's some charmed and restrained bullywugs. Baerd, what would you like to do?
Yeah, Baerd is sort of like Baerd will first step up and help this Herringon get out. And then sort of walk down this way and like look towards Bulford. And I will sort of like holding out my hand as I I'm holding out a hand to help him up, and I say, not every situation calls for a fight.
Hmm.
Calm your men down.
While being charmed and calm.
Uh,
Hmm.
calm your men, and the vines will recede. The Feywild is
All right.
a dangerous thing when emotions run wild and free.
Being that they are charmed, I require no roll. But Garreth, if you would like to voice Belford's, and you've already asked for the parlay, do you also call your men off and tell them to stop drawing the weapons against the vines and such?
Men, put down your weapons. We're going to talk.
Hmm. Esquire Glix hesitates for but a split second and then drops his battle axe and says to the others, "You heard the captain. Lower your weapons." And as they do, the vines also seem to lower and just sort of shrink away back to the swamps.
Mm-hmm.
And you've still got a little bit of movement left as well. You could also get over to the... Oh, have you? I think you've got some.
Yeah, I mean, I
You got
could.
5 foot. Oh yeah, you can go like a little bit less. Yeah, this guy definitely would just get out if you moved up to it, because it's
Yeah.
gonna shrink down to here. Which means I think with all that, you've freed almost all the bullywugs and herringon. And as you continue to play this music, this calming, soothing sound begins to manifest all around you. The music is visually manifesting as the moths seem to flutter around. Would you like to describe exactly how that looks as your mantle fully manifests?
Yeah. So as Baerd is standing there, he looks towards sort of Vaike and everyone else, like over here, like with their frog situation. As he's sort of standing behind Garreth, I guess, as always, in a manner of speaking. And the sort of different lights of the Feywild as these vines sort of slip away, and the moths coalesce. What's the best way? I've been thinking about this for a week, and I still have not found the best description for it.
That's okay. You could let the art do the talking if
That's
you'd
true,
like.
yeah.
If you're ready to share it.
I can share it. It's not shaded yet, but I can share the flats.
Ooh.
Hey, okay. Cool.
Artwork.
Awesome.
Artwork.
Yeah, there is some art ongoing in the background for Baerd's Mantle of Inspiration, which is the 3rd level feature of the subclass. And might as well post into the chat here as well for the stream to see. College of... No, it's not whispers. No, not whispers.
I keep forgetting.
no.
The least whispery bard.
No, this...
Elephant?
this is absolutely...
No, wait.
Not quite. There does seem to be a certain glamour over the
over
the
that's
mantle and the moths. But yeah, there we go. It's this physical transformation that lets everyone kind of stand in awe for a moment, and even some of the more noble bullywugs seem to let like a bow, almost as if there's sort of before royalty or a noble themselves. and that you help them up. Combat is definitely over for the time being now. So yeah, we'll start back with Ulric as you're just thumping Vake's chest, right?
Yeah, I'm just pounding on it.
I'm alive.
As you
Stop.
do,
Stop.
I can hear his
Hear
voice.
cracking of ribs.
and what's crazy is your like glittering protective field is actually protecting him as well from your own kind of thumps.
Oh, you're alive.
Yeah, after you yanked my soul out of my body. What the hell? Why are you glittering? What happened? Why are you glittering?
I don't know.
This is why you shouldn't be eating random stuff, Ulric.
I know. It's not going to stop me. I haven't learned my lesson, but I'll take it into consideration next time.
Like,
How's
Ulric,
the-
you can breathe air again?
No, I
No,
imagine
wait,
he's
wait,
probably
I
still
can't,
got the
right,
thing on his
actually.
face.
He's still got the bottle on his face.
Yeah,
We never
still
took
have
it
the
off.
water bottle. No.
Yo.
It's just like a pacifier. It's like
How's the frog doing?
Which one?
The frog.
The frog looks the frog looks perfectly comfortable in Notus's care.
Care?
Oh,
Just pat the frog.
yeah. I'll
Pet.
I will pet the frog. I will not say thank you, but I will do a nice gesture to the frog.
This is a good frog.
It
You-
is a good frog.
Blink one eye and then the other eye at the frog.
Yes,
I think
I
That's
that's
the
will.
best part.
I will do
That's
that.
what
I
they do
will.
that.
I will unsynchronize my blinks to him.
They look back at you and they kind of let out a small croak of appreciation and they seem relieved that you're.
But yeah, Baerd will help the bullywugs up onto the like as they climb the ladder. Baerd doesn't even seem to have noticed the mantle like happening. I think, like he's not even taken notice of it.
They take all the bullywugs kind of almost line up and kind of salute and take a bow for a moment.
A second wind.
All
The
right.
This
second
one is
Alright.
asked to
Get up.
retreat, right?
No, I
Yeah.
want to stay on the floor. Can I
Okay,
go like
stay on the
lay,
floor.
can I lay down like right here?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Yeah,
it's only
sure
until
thing.
the end of its next turn. Fuck.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It seems after Belfort gives the order to parley, it seems
Mhm.
as though everyone has calmed down, and now there's kind of a little bit of a standoff with the herring gone, but no weapons are drawn.
Can someone please get act on?
Baerd will look at the
Please?
Harengon and go, "The brigand's whole way is the brigand's no more."
They go, what do you mean by that?
What we mean is you don't need to be brigands.
Yeah, just
We don't?
no. Agdon isn't
No.
a brigand anymore.
But we just stole a load of carrots from a farm.
well,
One
I
of
guess
them
you can
elbows
give
the
them
other one,
back
like,
now.
"Don't tell them that."
I mean, you can
And they-
return
Esquire clicks.
an offering.
Says that is for the royal feast. You should return those at once.
And I will also turn to the bullywugs and go. And as there are no brigands, you have no brigands to capture or kill.
Should we trust them, Captain? Glick says.
I would like to
by
just do
them,
zoomies
by,
with the
by
frog in
them,
the
are they
background.
referring to the travelers or the brigands?
Both. I mean, we were sent here to apprehend these brigands. Now, these adventurers and nobles are vouching for them. But their crimes are unforgivable, I thought. The call is yours, of course, Captain, but you should tread carefully with these tricksy types.
These nobles might speak the truth. These brigands are not so trustworthy. I need to see their leader, Agdon, first to make my decision.
How about you just take your carrots back and chalk it up as a misunderstanding, and we both go about our days? How about that?
Young man, you seem to misunderstand the situation. This isn't just about carrots. This is to protect our courts from the brigands, from thievery.
Right.
We can't return before we are sure we are safe and protected again.
You have our word that the brigands have changed, but if you want to see Agdon, we'll go get Agdon. Notus, you think you can go get Agdon?
I can go get him. And I'm gonna get the frog to go back, and we're gonna go pick up Agnon. Just hijacking
Captain,
his
that's your
frog. Bye.
mount.
Baerd
Your mount is
also like
is
Baerd also raises his eyebrow whenever he says nobles. He's like multiple like what's going on here?
I mean, how many crowns do you see?
There are
Just
3.
3 crowns.
3.
4 if you count Jack's little cupcake crown.
Ooh.
5 if you count horns.
And what's your name anyway, big guy?
You can mouse over.
Yeah. You may call me Belfort, Margrave of Stuypmarsh.
And what are you? You're like you're a knight?
I'm
You're
a
squire?
Margrave.
What the hell's a
and
margrave?
Captain.
I mean, I'm a
noble.
farmer.
Yeah, you hear Esquire Glick say, "You'll watch your tone when you're addressing the captain of the guard. This is the Soggy Court's general."
They're like, I don't want to hear it from you, man. You couldn't even break through those vines, all right?
Hold your tongue. Vaike, let's not antagonize this good sir. We finally stopped the fights.
Just because you said it, Garreth.
Thank you. Oh, Agdon, you made it!
He's like holding onto the frog with Notus.
I literally get the frog to do the biggest jump to land.
Oh, it's 3-point superhero landing.
Yeah, but with the frog.
Watch out for the fire!
I really like
God,
you just killed
Agdon.
Agdon's like child, and now it's like, Agdon, can you come over here real quick? And then he's met with a giant frog, and he's being carried away somewhere.
God damn. He tries to do this acrobatic flip off the frog, but kind of like stumbles, rolls a little bit, ends up skidding next to Baerd.
I'll like catch him, like I hold up my arms to.
You catch it. Perfect. Yeah. His scarf is wrapped over his face, and he pulls it away. Well, not my fanciest of entrances, but still, this was an urgent matter, so can't have all the rehearsals. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You
I am Agdon, guardian of Prismere.
guardian, you are. I take it
Yes,
you are
of course.
the leader of this band. These brigands.
Oh, right. More like freebooters, but they're no harm to anyone. You can lower your weapons, guys, and I haven't told you the great news. We'll be helping the Prismere from now on, and we're working together with these fine jumping junipers. And jumping certainly encapsulates their name with this giant toad.
Yeah, as soon as he says that, I'll jump up to my feet.
You see, there was a big misunderstanding. We're not really mean old rabbits. We're trying to turn a new leaf now. You have our full cooperation. We won't be stealing or
Sorry, can you repeat that last part? My connection is glitching. You said no more
Where am I
stealing, and
stuck?
then something that I didn't hear.
He swore on his scarf.
Okay.
Yep, it's wearing my scarf. We're not doing any more of that.
That does sound promising. But it's going to be hard to convince our good king that you've turned a new leaf. They might need insurance.
Oh.
Well, take
Like-
back your carrots. Take back your carrots. You know. That's a good leaf. Tell him you went here and we had a peaceful resolution for the problems.
We could vouch for Agdon.
Give me one moment. I want to ask something to our dear GM. That is okay.
Our very dear GM.
Okay.
Can I ask you some private?
Yeah, sure.
Do we have another
Um,
call?
we do have DM whispers. Oh,
Okay. I remember that Belfort wanted a thiefdom in this area. If can I suggest to have a outpost in the tower? Would that work? How does that work? Yeah. Yeah. No, in the main stump. So I can overlook what Acton does. More like overseeing the hares and have my own bullywugs mingle. That's it. Yeah. I mean, Acton can keep control over his brigands or his people, but I can watch their move and take control over part of the land. Does that work? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's also the part that he isn't into politics, and this sounds like a very politicsy move. So I wanted to check this. Mm-hmm. No, this isn't his orders were to protect the Soggy Court from the brigands, and his ambition is to get his own fiefdom. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
It's a lot of
Oh,
bugs.
Okay.
right.
We can understand your position of having a change of heart, but it would be easier if we have a position of oversight. We're not infringing in your
Oh.
control over your harem, over your brigands, but to make everyone feel more comfortable, it will be easier if we have some cooperation in your building.
Hmm.
So you want a
Collaboration.
no. What is the word? You want an ambassador?
That works. Yes.
I don't. What do
Okay,
you say? Would you-
Let's have a persuasion check from the Bullywug Knight. And Agdon's like,
Persuasion.
you want to send ambassadors to the tree stump?
I think Baerd will
He
agree. I think
thinks for a
Baerd thinks
moment.
it's a good idea.
He's not just a tree stump; it's the big tree.
You mean our hideout? I mean our outpost.
Sure.
Home, right. Thing with these
Transparency will
bullywugs
help you
is
more than you would think.
the thing with these bullywugs is you can give them an inch and they'll tend to take a mile.
Hmm.
But
Wow.
Esquire Glix is like, excuse me? Just watch it.
Hey,
We have
watched it.
We have royal. What? Excuse. You need to back up.
hey! I don't like the way this guy's pointing fingers at Agdon. Okay, what we're gonna
Well,
do is we're
Agdon's
gonna
not
write out a contract, and we're gonna make sure that there's no wiggle room. There's no funny business on either side. It's gonna be fair. All right, that's what's gonna happen. Can both
Garreth.
parties agree to that?
All right.
that's a
Yagdon
really good
says,
Mhm.
have it
That's
in
a really
writing
good idea,
if you
Vaike.
really want to be
Yeah.
that
let me
official.
Some writing utensils from your pocket.
Yeah, go into my pocket. This one right here that I'm pointing to, not that one. That everyone goes into.
Baerd will look at Vaike and, like, genuinely he looks over at Vaike and goes, that's a really good idea.
Thanks, Bert.
Okay.
All right, you can begin outlining a royal decree that allows the ambassador to come and go and search the premises of the Brigand's Tollway, make sure there's no funny business going on. The Bullywugs are allowed to freely come and go between the Tollway.
Only the
And,
ambassador. Just the one appointed ambassador.
Yeah.
The ambassador and the Glix adds and a contingency of 4 Bullywug.
4 bullywugs?
But also,
Yeah.
Agdon is the leader, is respected. Like we're making sure that Agdon maintains his position.
Maintains control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the contract, it will be specified that Acton maintains control over the Harengon
And
Yeah.
himself.
and the ambassador. Sorry.
And himself.
Yeah. I mean, Acton is a Harangan, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I hope so.
And the ambassador will be allowed to enter at all times with a company of up to 4 bullywugs.
Yeah. That's right.
But the ambassador
All right, this is all.
can't meddle
Hmm?
with the Haringum's affairs.
That is part of the part where where Acton has control over, authority over the Harangan, right?
And both will consider future cooperation and assistance in situations considering the safety and
Welfare.
health of prisoners.
The welfare of Prismir, or
Yes,
Yeah.
well,
either.
How tall is Glix?
Perfect.
Who?
Glix, how tall is Glix?
Clicks. He's not as tall as Belfort's, but he's taller than the other bullywugs.
Is he taller
So
than me?
in
I'm 6 foot.
how tall are you?
6 foot.
Wow. Okay. How tall is Belfort's? Garreth?
Belfort's.
You could tell
5
me.
feet?
You can just make it up.
5 feet.
5 feet? Okay. Well, in that
He's a-
case, that
he's a
makes
big frog.
Clicks. That makes Clicks probably about
4.5.
4
4
foot.
All right.
yeah
I'm
4 8.
I'm staring him down. This whole time this contract's been
Yeah,
written
you are.
down. I don't like this guy.
You appear as though you wish to enact a duel, good sir.
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I'll have you know that I've gone toe-to-toe with Sir Vloop once or twice.
toe to toe or toe to toad?
Yes, toe-to-toed. And you hear murmurings from the bullywugs. Oh, no, Vloop. Sir Vloop's the most powerful knight in all of Soggy Court.
And I'll have you know that I'm the esteemed pupil of Strongheart the Paladin.
Hmm.
I'm gonna look back at Notus.
You look up and it looks like...
Oh, good
This is
sir.
perfect because...
we would love to see
You're staring down
a
Glix.
duel between the two of you.
This is
Would that
great
be
because you're staring
possible?
down Glix, but as you turn around from the, you realize that Notus is staring you down because they're atop a giant toad, and so yeah, there is a real height dynamic going on here.
Wait, didn't you say his name was Strong Fart?
Oh my god. First notice that I'm trying to be cool in front of this guy.
Yeah, well, I thought you hated him. Didn't you hate him?
Look, how am I supposed to match what he just said, dude? All right, like
You
To be
can't.
fair,
It's-
Vake's not wrong about the strong fart thing.
it's fair.
On curry night, don't even sit in a room with him.
Honestly, it's one of the few memories I
Well.
have of my childhood.
Oh wait,
Whilst
I've heard
I'm glad
it
stories
I
seems
about
you
it
do
as
not
well.
know of,
I'm sorry.
whilst you
sir.
do not know the name Sir Vloop, and I do not know the name Strongfart, it would seem the only way to truly test our prowess would be in the arena.
Ooh, I love the sound of that.
Well, I cordially invite you then. Soggy Court has its own fighting pit, an arena.
We may do
Vegas.
sports.
Mm?
Vegas.
Flames.
Ooh, it's fists allowed.
Yes. Ugh, how uncouth.
Who will be the challenger? Is it Glix or is it Vaike?
We're fighting each other.
Esquire Glix, I mean.
Esquire
Sir?
Glix of Lilybog Keep, yeah. Yes, well, yes.
I mean, if the two of you are going to duel, who will be the challenger? Isn't the challenger... No, the challenge the one that's going to decide what weaponry is allowed? As
You
well as the
can-
nature of the duel?
He can use whatever he pleases, as long as he's cool with me punching him in the face.
That is rather uncouth. Dirty tactics, you would say. This isn't a mud wrestling competition. It's a royal duel.
You see that the way that he's speaking is really getting to Vaike. What it sounds like to me is you're scared to fight me, which I respect. But if you're not down with getting a little dirty, as you would say, I respect it, especially a man of your esteem.
He sounds a bit like Strongheart, doesn't he?
You see that Vaike twitches when you say that.
Hmm.
What do you think, Notus? Do you
Captain
think
Belfort's. Should we escort these ragtag adventurers back to Soggy Court?
I don't see the harm. It
Whoa. We got some business to take to before we head down that way. You guys, we can meet you there, but we need to go make a couple stops. Or if you guys want to wait here, we'll be back in an hour or two.
I mean, we can always we can always go back to the inn later today when we need to rest.
We should return to our court to inform King Gullop 14th of the progress we made today. You, too, you shall wait and guide these people to the arena. These two.
Okay.
I'll stick out a hand to Glix.
Yes, Captain Belfort. Yeah, you offer a hand to Glix.
Mm-hmm.
He says, well, be it in the arena or elsewhere, I look forward to our little bout. And yeah, he does offer a hand.
Mm-hmm.
As do I. How good is his grip when I take his hand?
Oh no, you're not
Give
going
me
to
a
do
strength
this, are
check.
you?
Your fingers
Give me a
are
strength
being
check,
crushed.
strength check. Oh no!
Gotta be a 21.
You gotta out Slimy the frog hand.
Oof. Come on. I've never needed a roll
You can make
more
it
than this one.
athletics. Oh no! It wobbled.
Yeah. You're giving
he's
like a dead fish, like
yeah.
I imagine my hand just slips out of his.
He looks at you and goes, "How is your hand slimier than mine?"
Yeah.
He's got this web. You've both got webbed hands as well, so it's actually kind of hard to interlock. And but he's got massive fingers that kind of grip around. He's got to wield this massive weapon all day long. So yeah, he's definitely got a stronger grip than you. It felt. But give it some time. Maybe you're a little bit exhausted after being thrown around by a frog.
Split in half. Yeah.
Having your soul. That's the one. Anyway, he turns and begins to gather up his troops. Wait. Excuse me. Madame, you're atop the captain's mount.
I reluctantly get off the frog.
I'm gonna put my hand on the frog. I'll be like, do you really want to go with them, or do you want to stay with us?
Asking the frog.
Obviously, she wants to return home with us.
Let her decide.
You see them fidgeting. Belfort, how do you call your frog back? And tell me, what is their name when you do so?
Why? I'm terrible with names.
God.
I didn't prepare for a mount.
God, can you imagine you're just walking your dog and someone's like, do you really want to be with them? Are you okay?
What is her name?
Terrible.
Their name is
Terrible is a great name, or Terrabubble.
Oh, Terror Bubble.
Wow, terror.
Terror.
Call them the Terrabubble.
Terror bubble.
I like
Alright.
Wardley.
No,
Wardley.
Terror Bubble.
That's a good name.
Don't worry, you can always name another frog. They They
Yeah.
seem a little fidgety between the two. Notus really did form like a rider mount bond for a moment, unlike you've ever seen so instantaneously. But I think Belfort, this is your mount after all.
Yeah.
They will obey you.
Yeah.
But
Belfort will
you can
croak
see
up
some
and
reluctance.
call for Terra Bubble. Come forth. We shall return home. We'll meet these travelers shortly.
Come, Terror Bubble. That's
Yes.
great. Okay, perfect. They all hop down from the Brigand's Tollway and begin their march back to Downfall. The herring guns. Phew! Wow. That was
Garreth
a
has
little
penned
tense.
down the contract between the two of them, and he has given each of them a copy.
Yeah, you would have seen Agdon sign it, and they've gone back to get the royal seal for it as well.
Yep.
So that it's all official. Perfect.
I assume Agdon is
Yeah,
like
well,
with his brand, like it's like wax, like he dips his brand in
Oh,
wax.
yes. That's perfect. Yeah, absolutely. That's their. Oh, I'll give it my royal seal, he says, and he sticks his like brand in the fire for a moment, and like burns it onto the page. Yeah. All right. Yeah. What would you like to do next, guys?
Take a
You got
short
2
rest.
bullywugs still. You take a short rest if you want.
Yes.
But yeah, Baerd does look at Vaike mentioning the moths a minute ago, and he goes, "Huh?" and literally like is kind of aware, and he's like,
Yeah, you got a bunch of bugs on you, man. I mean, I know I might make like the butterfly crown look good, but like, you ain't gotta copy my style.
Yeah, it does look a little bit copycat. But then again, they are a Kenku.
Suits him.
It does
They
look
mimic
good. You're pulling it
everyone.
off, definitely.
To be fair, aren't we all wearing a crown? Or at least 3 of us are. 4 of us. Sorry, Jack.
Baerd will go look at Ulric and Notus and say, "Well, Notus has the beetle mask, which
I'm
could
not
be a crown."
royalty. I'm a squire.
Beetles have a crown as well, or the horse have a sort of crown.
Jack's trying to swat away the glitter that Ulric's still like fountaining out of him.
Something was different about you all that fight. What is this stuff? Too happy, colorful.
Is it tasty?
Baerd does try to take off the the headpiece for a second, and like immediately upon taking it off and like dropping it, it just like disappears and it's just back on their head.
Oh, does mine do that? I'm gonna take off my crown and drop it.
Clonk.
It does exactly the same thing. Yes.
Whoa!
It'll disperse, and the butterflies flutter back up and form into the golden kind of leaf.
That's cool.
See.
So Notus, I feel like we gotta have a conversation.
About
I just want to say I was Strongheart's pupil first.
yeah.
And look, I don't want to, don't mean no insult, but I feel like I'm his best pupil too.
Fake.
Did I say otherwise?
There we go.
No, just the way that when I said I was his pupil, the way you reacted, I feel like you had a disagreement about that.
Considering the way you speak of him, seems a little bit presumptuous that you would call yourself esteemed.
Whoa. All right. When I was back in my heyday, he was very proud of me.
Am I arguing
When
with
you were born?
No, I did not disagree.
Okay, I was just making sure.
He talks very highly of you.
He better. That's the
Jake's
least
always,
he could do.
always looking for competition. Do you want to dual
Always.
Notus as well?
I'm glad I'm not the only one thinking that.
Do I have, and I'll ask this of you, do I know of any times, like have I heard Strongheart say anything nice about Vaike in my travels?
It was seen more of a shame, a thing of shame that he'd lost his progeny, his squire, and that is definitely what they were seen as. Like they were upcoming knight that was going to be as Strongheart themselves one day, maybe even surpass them. But so there was definitely high expectations, and Strongheart would probably never have outwardly said themselves, but there was always that kind of feeling that he was definitely proud of Vaike, and perhaps also just pushing him a little too hard, perhaps. But he never outright said like, "This is my best night." They were always kind of careful not to let it go to their head. They didn't want to let an ego inflate.
What? Vaike an ego? Never.
Exactly. Yeah. He would never. If anything, he's more likely to sort of criticize them on things they didn't do right. There's always like room for improvement, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So there'd be more like little tinges of like dropping him down a peg every now and again.
Hence the reason Notus
Like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Humble. Be humble.
Look, all right. The way that Glix guy was talking, that's exactly after I got my slimy hands. That's exactly the way that Strongheart talked to me. He was telling me that you can't use your hands to fight. He belittled me. He said that I was just gonna become some barbarian. No offense, Ulric. All sorts of
None
things.
taken.
So just it got me going when that guy started talking like that, and that's why I hate Strongheart.
Yeah.
Baerd will speak up, and he says, "Vaike, you are bad at lying."
No, I'm not.
You missed Strongfart. That's it, right?
I don't miss him. What has that guy done for me?
He taught you how to fight.
He's also the reason that you met us.
No. I snuck out.
Yeah,
if I would have
why?
listened to him, because he wouldn't let me go to the carnival.
Where would you have been if you hadn't met him?
If I hadn't, I'd
Probably
still
be
be-
dead. You mean a ditch, maybe?
I was still. I'd be wherever my parents were. I don't know. Like the story I got from him is he was parading through town after doing a quest, and I was there with my family. He saw me and he knew that I was a chosen one or something, and so he picked me up off the street and then took me to go train to be this great hero. So if he didn't come and find me, I'd probably still be in that town. I think I'd be a pretty good farmer.
A humble farmer. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
we would have get along then, huh?
What are you saying? We don't get along, Jack? Come on.
Yeah, I'm saying you might have been growing pumpkins.
I could have been.
You might have still met Garreth
Maybe.
and Baerd if you were a farmer.
Mm-hmm. Like I'm saying
Depends
that.
what farm.
The charity
Would you have
field,
been
most
at?
likely, if he was.
It was probably the farm in that town, right? I was probably from the town that Strongheart's Barrack was at, right? That's probably why he ran into me. He's probably coming home or something.
Oh.
So never really met my parents. Closest thing I had to a dad was Strongheart. And when someone kind of like kicks you out, says that you're a failure and you're useless, you see him as a dad, it kind of does something to a guy. So that's why I hate him.
Mm.
Except he didn't kick you out.
Okay, right, but when you lose the family heirloom sword that's been passed down through generations and generation, and he chews you out for an hour and then makes you try to train when your hands don't work, and then when you say I can punch things, he's like that then belittles you for another 30 minutes. You get the sense you're not welcome.
Fake, do you believe people can change?
Absolutely not. Everyone is stuck on their course. It's not like we've been changing hearts this whole entire adventure.
You changed this very fight.
I believe in change. That was sarcasm. Of course I believe in change.
Oh.
But that guy, he's as stuck in his ways as you can imagine.
And I'm telling you that you're wrong. And I walk away.
Yeah, let's go to Sue.
All right.
Where
Battle
are you
game.
going?
What is the plan once you get to the inn?
We are probably gonna visit the tree.
I was supposed to tell the tree. Yeah, the grandfather oak is
Okay.
been cleansed of the blights.
I'm gonna lock
Alright,
myself
I'm
in
with
my
you.
room when I get to the end.
For how
Okay.
long?
Well, I want to do something.
We might ask Kettle's team if they want to join us to Downfall. We know
Oh no,
of a way
more
to get.
NPCs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get
All
the
right.
the mud guys too. Let's get the mud guys, the big ogre lady. Let's get the suits of armor.
Oh, the Duchess! They are nobility. They are titled. They're entitled.
Sadly, the Duchess is chasing a cake. We don't know where she is.
Oh, I
That's
can
true.
give you a
Let's
general
get the cake
direction.
too. Let's get the cake in.
Cake. The cake
Fantastic.
is a Chekhov's gun. It'll show up when the cake.
Yeah,
It'll show up
it
eventually.
will show up when it's time for the trigger to be pulled.
Let's bring in those two random Harangon that were tied up by the bridge at the start.
No,
They're not tied up. We
They
didn't
are-
tie them up.
They
they're
aren't
fine.
tied up, and we already sent.
Oh, they were
Harringans
already
to get
freed.
them.
Okay.
They were there waiting because they couldn't get home because they thought they had betrayed Ekdon.
Oh, I thought they were tied up. I just saw their icons still there, so I was like, we just never did anything.
They
with
were
them.
just housing there until it's safe to return home, which is
Mm.
now.
That's right.
Which is now it's safe.
Mm-hmm. All right. You return to the inn. There's a little bit of a drizzle going on, and you climb up the rope ladder, and inside you're met with a warm welcome. Chadnir is not here anymore, actually.
Oh,
Chadnir has managed to break the curse. Probably cast a dispel magic on himself or something. All the children as
Sorry.
well, they've finally been returned back to their homes. And Sue's cleaning up like after them, it seems. Like there's some meals that
Crayons.
she said, "Oh, welcome back. I just yeah, they've been drawing on the menus as well with the crayons. I just gave them a little bit of a meal on their way."
Oh, Jingle Jangle.
Mm,
Yes, Jingle
We-
Jangle's still here. And
Hmm.
oh, hey everyone! Did you see her rattle on over?
hello.
Welcome back. Have you been using your keys to great effects?
Of course we
I hope
have.
so.
I haven't yet.
We have some questions for you, Jingle Jangle. You're a keymaster, right?
Ah, well, I'm a key collector. I don't make them myself, but a true master would oversee all aspects of creation, etc.
We need to ask you about a certain key.
Of course. What do you have?
I don't got it
Yet.
yet.
Oh,
But this key's in 3 pieces. It's sort of like bluish, purplish pink. And it used to be a sword.
a sword,
And it's
keyblade.
a keyblade.
Hmm.
Hmm?
Well, was it shaped like a key? Did it have little pegs, little teeth? It didn't.
No, it didn't. But from what we've
It looked
heard,
like a normal sword.
it looked like a normal
Colorful,
sword.
leafy.
But from what we heard is that this sword that was shattered into 3 pieces is the key to freeing Zybilna.
That's so. Well,
Wasn't it?
that's
Some-
this. It wasn't necessarily specific to freeing Zybona, but that can totally be your interpretation of it.
That is my interpretation of it.
Yeah,
It at least
absolutely.
Assist in our adventure,
I'm not
if
gonna
nothing
say-
else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly, right? I'm not gonna say that's wrong or anything. It is very vague, and that is by nature.
Yes.
He says, what if it's not shaped like a key? Perhaps more a metaphysical key.
Yes.
Like a good hearty boot could be considered a key if the door's stuck.
Wise as always.
So I believe that this is still paramount to your quest in some fashion, but maybe it doesn't specifically open a door, but a key in other ways, helping you overcome an obstacle.
Have you heard of this key before? Does it jingle a key in your brain?
Does it jingle any bells?
Yeah, jingle any keys. Yeah.
I will. She does roll a quick intelligence. check.
Yeesh. Come on, jingle jangle.
Most intelligent, she's just a
She
little
doesn't
common
have-
goblin.
She
But
doesn't
you know
have
what?
advantage because it's about keys. Isn't she good at that?
Oh, sure.
Proficiency.
Throw another one out there.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. She loves keys.
He says,
This isn't just love, this is obsession.
It's a passion.
"Thorny."
It's a specialist
Did you say
subject.
thorns?
You know, at one point,
I did say
The-
leave, but
the sword did grow thorns.
Well, I can tell you there's something of a bit of a disturbance over by the palace. Last time we looked over there, there was a giant viney root that was growing up, breaking apart the towers. It sounds similar to what's going on here in Hither. I'm not sure if they're connected, but well, Zybilna was a sort of collector herself. Yes, much like me. But instead of keys, she collected all types of magical armaments, weapons of old, each with a tale of their own. Some of them legendary blades, said to fell beasts of terrible natures. And, well, if it's what I think it is, there was one particular one she adored above all else. One that she blessed and enchanted with her own personal essence and magic. It had a rose on the end of its hilt, the most beautiful thing. And from it sprouted these thorny protrusions that wrapped along its hilt, formed the crossguard. I think the one you're looking for is known as Snickersnack.
oh, that's it!
I imagine like Vic's eyes go wide as all the memories just kind of flood back. He remembers exactly how it felt in his hands, exactly how it went through the air. Whoa, that's what it looks like.
That's so cool.
Hell
I
yeah, it
lost
does.
that. Damn, I lost that. Shit.
Make you suck. Like, I think
No
you
wonder he was
too. All the bad things Strongheart may or may not have said, I would have said it to you if you lost that.
If you want an in-universe explanation of why the drawing shows up, you could have Baerd sketch it out on a piece of paper.
Or like minor
Yeah.
illusion it.
For sure.
Yeah, either is valid.
Mm.
Press the digit, a small version of it.
I'm gonna run over. I'm gonna give Jingle Jangle a hug.
Oh, goodness.
And then I'm gonna
Well.
run upstairs.
So she hugs back. Something's got him excited. Well, it is an exciting time for sure. Change is in the winds. All right, yeah. So, anyone else want to ask any questions or talk to Sue or Jingle Jangle?
Well, I did want to pull Sue off to the side because this may not. I
Ooh.
like because if I do it if it's just me, I'm going to talk to her. I'm going to go to Sue and go, I believe I got an unfortunate vision, Miss Sue.
Oh, is it something you would like to talk about in private?
Yes. I
Yeah,
want to make
alright.
sure that I want to,
She takes you upstairs and
for better or worse, I wish to at least be able to consider your well-being in this.
all right. If you would like to take a seat, she pulls up a bench here or something, and
Yeah.
says, "Of course, please. So if this is a serious matter, tell
Yeah.
me all you can."
Now, I will preface this with I would prefer to be able to find you an alternative, but I saw a vision of what you have in the basement of the inn, in the water. I am definitely lying off my ass, but
Okay. Yeah, roll a deception check. Okay, 16. All right.
I guess she can.
Why? She's
Uh,
old.
it's
She
someone-
knows these people well.
She can know that
But,
someone told me. That's fine. Someone told me is
Hmm.
basically all she would get out of that.
She doesn't let on that she knows. She's seeing straight through you, though.
Yeah. But I
She
would
says-
say I do want to help you find a
Oh.
alternative.
The basement, yes. Well, it was a foolish mistake to trust Zargash. But I seem to have fallen into a predicament, and I'm not sure what the most moral path is forward.
Well,
The spirits here are not under any torturous circumstances, but yet I do feel bad as they are continuously marching, trying to reach their light at the end of the tunnel, but never truly finding it.
well,
They are lost souls.
for what it's worth, Miss Sue, I can't assist if I don't broach the topic in the first place. We
Hmm.
can't find an alternative solution without mentioning it.
I see.
Secrets may be worth
As a-
keeping, but also secrets keep you from help. It's the
Hmm.
danger of secrets. And Baerd sort of like says this like knowingly, like he knows what the power of a secret can be.
Right. Well, do you have any suggestions or?
I have the key from Jingle Jangle, but it only works on small things.
Right. Clockwork Inn does sound interesting.
It could solve the problem if we find a way to enhance it.
I do feel a little stuck though, without the spirits. It would need to be foolproof if this were to work.
I don't have much. If you tell me more about how it works, perhaps it could give us what we need to know.
Isn't there a moving mountain?
There is a moving mountain
Hmm.
with giant feet as well. You could put the inn on the
Yeah,
mountain.
The feet are more like the roots.
How are we gonna
Well,
get
the
on the
ma-
mountain?
Have you considered asking Jingle if you can put the inn on the mountain? It moves.
Well, the mountain would need to travel between the other realms, and well, I hate to carve a path through all of thither, destroying all the forests. I'm not sure how the mountain would navigate the narrow roads of yon.
My God,
Fair
tell me
enough.
in.
Tell me in. But we also plan on clearing the fog that's keeping you and others trapped.
Yes, I suppose for now it doesn't make much difference where I wander. I can't escape hither.
But if you come to my friends with and ask for assistance, I'm sure they will help.
Hmm. I I trust you a lot, but it will take some time for me to consider this. The inn has been very dear to me this whole time, and I'd have difficulty letting go before I know there was some sort of guarantee that the inn could stay moving and not sink away into the swamp.
That's fair. You never occurred to me as someone who did things out of malice.
She nods. We will solve this predicament together, I'm sure. But
Just consider
yes.
asking for their help. For I may be easily. I may slip your mind easily.
She nods. And seems to look down at the display of like different ingredients and trinkets, almost searching for an answer herself,
Yeah.
thinking of some spell that she could conjure or some magical item, but seems to stare for a long time. All right.
I've
Should
done
we go?
I've done my job. Sorry. Sorry to sidetrack us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No. It's an interesting thing. That is still a mystery of the inn, like with the spirits, that needs solving eventually. Sure. Let's go
And,
over to
and me in
Garreth.
particular doing it that way is the least dangerous option.
Mhm.
I agree. So, Garreth, you return back to the old tree
Bedroom.
room. Seems they've been awaiting you. As the door actually opens as you arrive, the root wraps around the door handle and pulls it
Mhm.
open for you.
Good
And,
20 to you,
they
sir.
they sort of groan awake, creaking their old barks. Returned.
As I did promise.
With news, I hope.
Yes, like I said the previous time, the woodcutter has been dealt with. They won't be able to cut any trees for some time, some decent time. And corruption, the blight from the elder tree has been removed. Plus some quite pest in there. Have you ever heard about a black wyvern in there? Nasty piece of shit.
They definitely grimace and groan as you say that. I felt something acidic in the soil.
Yeah, it's removed. It's brought outside,
Hmm.
and it can't do anything. Oh, and my friend gave it a one of the dryads, an acorn. It was a dryad, right? One
Yeah.
of the
Yes.
guardians of the tree. I believe that's should.
The corruption abates. You have done well.
This was where my end of the bargain ends, right?
Yes. Nature can begin to heal. You are almost done here in Hither. There remains one last blight on this land. That said,
You wouldn't be able to help us
I
get rid of this
promised-
blight?
no. One of
Did
my
they make you? Oh,
distant cousins is still there. Still sick. They are closest to the corruption. Their very presence has seeped into their bark. They no longer respond. But I know it is too dangerous to try and sway them. However, as promised, I will grant you the others. The passphrases you will need in order to safely cross into thither. He looks down and you might want to take notes.
yes, I am.
Okay, then I shall begin. So, the next passphrases. Let's see. Gotta find them in my notes real quick. Aha, here we are. You've already got the first one.
I've got counter phrase 1, or so they say, and counter phrase 2, a price I will pay.
Yes, which is a coupling to two questions which follow one another. There are another set of questions that also have two phrases in sequence
an
after
answer.
each question. Yeah, and so they begin to creak and churn, and finally they say, "There's only me."
There's only me?
I guess you'll see.
And that's 4.
Mm-hmm. And there is one final counterphrase. And yeah, he did agree to give you this last one, right? I suppose he does seem to hesitate for a moment and says, I will hold up my end of the bargain and tell you the final phrase. Now that we have an accord. But I do hope and trust that you will perhaps put a rest to my blighted cousin.
Put her.
though.
Oh. Oh
There
no.
is- They say, but there is no binding agreement. I simply give you the final counterphrase in good faith.
Mm-hmm.
To walk the trees.
Period.
And the final phrase. To walk them, please.
To
There you have it.
And these are all counter phrases.
Yes. Oaken herb will test you. So long as you reply with the correct phrases, they will let you pass.
I can do that.
They place a root on your shoulder, have a heavy weight for a moment.
Bless you.
Bless you, yeah. And he says, "Go far, spread deep." And may you feel the sun upon your leaves. And with that, he releases his branch from your shoulder. And you see them begin to close their eyes once more and steadily fall into a slumber. There we go. So, all right, you got your little counter phrases. Back downstairs. Is there anyone else would like to do?
Yes.
Notice, Ulric.
I'm sitting here with this this like nutcracker soldier that I picked up. And I don't know if you've seen the chat.
Let's have a look. Yes, absolutely,
So
you can.
that was my original idea, but when I thought to
Okay.
myself, Strongheart probably wouldn't approve of turning it into him just to annoy Vaike. I had a little change of plan, and I sort of look to Baerd and I say, well, that was the original plan, right? But then I had a better idea, and I sort of
God.
rummaged in my pack, and I pull out the tiny lute with cat hair for strings.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I put it in the tin soldier's hands, and it now looks like Baerd. So it's like a mini Baerd.
Oh, perfect.
And I'm wondering if that little key you have would make it work. Because it makes things move, right?
Baerd is looking at this, and he seems it sort of like comes together. Baerd looks like surprised for a second. Like you see, like Baird's emotions are like on fire for a second. Like he seems kind of shocked, and then like warm, and then like worried, and then all behind that mask that he's always hiding behind. As he will pull out the little winder and say, we could try it now, or we could try it later.
Try it now. Well, we've got time.
Jingle Jangle's eagerly awaiting as well. She's leaning across the table, waiting.
Okay, yeah, I will. I will turn the key. And Notus would see that like Baerd like swallows like saliva, like it's as if Baerd doesn't really know what'll happen.
You don't have to if you don't like it.
At that Baerd goes, no, I like it. It
You just seem to be worried about like being forgotten, and you know, with this, you won't be forgotten because it's always there. And I turn him round and I've sewn the name onto the back of his clothing, of his cloak.
Okay. The name is there as well.
But yeah. What does it do is I wind it up.
It does begin to animate, and just little clicking joints begin to strum on the cat-stringed harp,
The tiny lute.
as you would imagine it. Yeah. The tiny lute. And lets out a kind of a sing-songy tune. Yeah, I'll update the art of this token here.
Oh god, that's
That's like a little
horrifying.
nutcracker.
No,
Do you
it does not
recognise
look
this,
like that
by the way?
anymore.
Okay. This is, you can redesign it then.
No,
to
it
be a
literally
little
looks
bit-
like a tiny beard.
Okay, perfect. Well, this is the token from that terrible Christmas one shot I ran one time.
Yeah.
I'll
Does
have to find other bed.
I do have a question. Does it play Baird's tune whenever it starts?
Hmm. Hmm. It tries to, but it seems to play the first couple of notes, much like yours, and then switches to a different song altogether. And you can see that as it does switch, the little, did you say a cloak with the stitching of the name on the back, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, it's like as it goes to play the song, the stitching on the cloak seems to twitch slightly, and the cape or cloak wafts as the note and song changes. The song is no less pleasant, but it is definitely not the one you remember, or try to remember at least. But it's a different tune. Sounds got like a joyful, upbeat, yeah, optimistic kind of tune, and a sort of togetherness to it. Just stare and watch it for a while. Jingle Jangle's clapping their hands to the beat. They seem
My
overly
mask,
excited.
my mask is just like orange. I'm enjoying this thoroughly.
Yeah. Jingle Jangles, I'm so glad you're finding a little use for my keys. Aren't they adorable?
They are.
If only the children were still here to see this.
Only Snurg was here.
Oh, I think he had a dinner date to go to or something.
Oh, that I'm upstairs.
Oh yeah.
Oh, baby bear.
I love it.
There you go.
You can keep it if you want.
You see as Baerd nods. It seems like Baerd has opened their mouth to speak like multiple times, and has not seemed to be able to make their words. Like on one, you can see like their emotions are like they're a wave of like disparate emotions that are like wavering back and forth, and it's like it's like an ocean. Like as you see those colors sort of swirling of like and as you sort of like look at him, you also get an inkling, just an inkling as you're sort of looking at him, and he kind of knows how your stuff works. You see a inkling of the color that you would associate with shame. As he tries to speak and then shuts his mouth again.
Interesting. All right. And we'll go to Ulric for the last little hut downtime. I'm guessing you want a hearty meal. Sue,
Yes, sir.
Sue can bring you a big old meal. Actually, no. Where is the Dretch? Oh, I see Vake's trying to talk to them.
No, I was doing
yeah.
something else up here.
Okay, perfect. Well, Jealousy comes over with a big old plate of hors d'oeuvres. They let you chow down,
Perfect.
grubbing. And all the while you're eating, you still feel that kind of magic within you, sort of almost like it's suffused with your physical body. The Feywild is like channeled into your kind of like bones, into your very essence. Like you've digested it, you've like consumed the Feywild so much now. It does feel like it actually flows through you, and whenever you call upon your rage, it channels a great manifestation of your emotions, and the Feywild is directly that, and so it ties so strongly to your rage now that it feels like you could probably eat almost anything in the Feywild. You feel like it's just everything is just edible at this point. You realize it's all just emotion, like how everything's made of atoms. You come to the realization of everything's just emotions. You could chew on this table if you really wanted.
Of emotions. Just saying that, just like unprovoked.
Tasty
Everything is emotions.
Maybe I should try eating
Jealousy
some of
looks
that
at you
then.
and nods.
Jesse looks a little yummy right now, but I'm not gonna do anything. We just a little thought, like I wonder what that would taste like.
Yeah, in your mind's eye, you can almost picture the bench looking like just a giant loaf of bread. Who knows?
Can I take a bite of it?
Sure.
Just like while
Tell you
everyone, all this stuff is happening with the little Baerd and everything. Just while they're all talking, you just like slowly go down, just opens his mouth slowly, just to take a bite of the table.
Give me a Constitution saving throw. As you chew a piece of wood and swallow it down. It is. It's like hard bread, like really stale, if you imagine it. But when you start to chew it, it starts to like break up, and your imagination runs wild. It fights through the reality that this is wood and conjures it in your mind becoming bread. And it, with each chew, it slowly kind of softens. And by the time you go to swallow it, it does feel like a warm piece of baked bread that reaches your stomach and actually will digest. And you get the emotion of like a family, like gathered round, breaking bread together, and that fresh baked bread smell is it's still at the back of your mouth. Like you
Ooh.
believe you did just eat bread. To everyone else, there's a
Wow.
bite mark out of the table.
Yeah, to the rest of us, you've literally just taken a bite out of the table that we're using.
We watched him eat a wafer thin
Yeah.
mint. I'm not questioning this. I have an intelligence of 9. I am not questioning him a single second about this.
That's about right. That's normal.
I don't think it's considered polite to eat the dinner table.
It is called dinner.
Yeah, why is it not? Why would we call it a dinner table if it wasn't dinner?
It's
That
not a
seems silly.
it's not a dinner table anymore.
It's actually a dining table.
It's a feeling. It's an emotion.
I stare at the table and try to find the color.
Ooh.
Wait a minute.
You does Notus have any doubt that this isn't really a? Do you have any doubt that the Ulrics may be just like a little stir crazy, or that this isn't really happening?
I mean,
Because you can see.
I'm gonna
like,
bite a
I'm
fork.
pretty certain it's just a table. But I've seen some
Okay,
weird
in
things
which
since I
case-
got here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
This
there is
building
some
has
doubt, but
legs.
there's also some. That's also true. Okay, well, in which case, I would like you to roll if you a perception check.
Oh god.
You see, the difference is that Ulric doesn't question, is this food? He says it is. He has no doubt in his mind. He fully believes it to be. And so in a weird way, it's almost as if the Feywild is shifting to his belief. But notice, you're looking at the table. It feels like wood. It sounds like wood if you see the little
I mean,
tiny
I've
servant
seen,
knocking its legs
I've-
against it.
I've seen a goat eat a hat. I mean, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I eat like a cup.
How is
Like
it
a, like a,
any
like a
how is
glass
it goat
cup.
any
Can I
different
just
from a
like
cow?
bite it?
If he tries to bite anything metallic, I'm gonna stop him because he's just gonna hurt himself.
Yeah, there's like there's a clay cup here.
Like a dog like that has something in his mouth that he's not supposed to. Just really
Mhm.
quickly. I just want to.
Yeah.
Gene
Eat
Wild.
You
a
see
cup.
Ulric reaching.
It's Willy
You
Wonka.
see
the
Ulric
Chocolate
reaching for a
Factory.
cup, and the cup is already empty. And so notice as you see him like opening his mouth too wide for just a sip from it. You could try
If
to
it's
stop
not
it.
metal, it's fine. I'm just worried he's gonna hurt himself.
Okay, right, gotcha. Yeah, the clay shatters in your jaws, crunchy. What do you imagine this could be? Something like hard candy, or
Yeah, it's like what color?
Like a
What color is the
cracker?
cup? Is it kind of like brown?
yeah?
It's like just nice
Oh.
dark chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dark chocolate, yeah. Crunch, crunch. Give you another con save as well. See how well your body agrees.
Fucking
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's fine.
Dark
It's absolutely
chocolate.
fine.
Chocolate it is.
And yeah, once again, when it goes down your throat, it has that kind of silky, smooth chocolate texture that just coats the back of your throat. Delicious.
Perfect.
I pull out our money. I pull out one of our money rocks. Is the rock oddly shaped like a coin at this point?
It is not shaped like a coin, no. If anything, the rock looks a little bit dirty and mucky, like it's been pulled out of the swamp.
Okay.
And you're pretty sure you cleaned these off before, but now they kind of look more dirty. And also, you've only got one rock left. Just make sure. Yeah, this is your last rock by the looks.
What the? Where?
Ulric wasn't
Where did all
actually
the
losing
money
money this
go?
whole time. He was eating them. Thought it was chocolate money.
God,
Um,
we really need to make some more money soon.
We will have to make more money soon. That's true. As like Baerd like nods like nods like knowingly.
Mm.
That's
like,
how it works.
It's literally how that's how money exists. That's what currency is.
But they don't
Jack
use
says,
it
"Well,
here.
I still got 10 of them."
Ooh,
What did you? When did you lose it?
dollar rich.
Just you had 11 like 3 seconds ago.
I don't know. It's gone. He starts looking around. Maybe we dropped it when we got tied up with the vines.
No, I just checked.
Hmm. I don't know then.
Oh.
It does appear as though they are simply magically disappearing at this rate. Double checking 1 second and then looking back the next, it's gone.
Can I eat
I
my
don't know,
last
Garreth.
rock?
God damn
I
it!
promise you, I'm not.
No.
Yes. Yes, Ulric,
Break
you
the
can.
goddamn
You just said I could eat anything. I think for the next few sessions, I'm gonna be eating everything.
Oh,
I'm gonna
perfect.
take a bite out of almost everything. It might get to people at some point.
Ulrich,
Oh my
maybe if you
God.
think about it hard enough,
Garreth
you
will
can
take
eat these
a
bakers.
step back.
Okay, for this one, you can give me another con save. But you can also roll a D100 as well.
I'm gonna roll a
No.
D100.
Mm-hmm. I did have a
Con save is what.
27. Oh, con save 21, right? Is that it?
Oh no.
Okay. That was the loud one. Yeah, you're smashing through it. In fact, every time you eat something, you're getting more and more used to just somehow transmuting whatever you eat into an edible food, and it's just becoming second nature to you now. Okay, so somewhere in my
Is this
folders,
Ulrich's thriftiness? Is this the thriftiness we're seeing?
no. What if anything? It's transformed the rocks from what was money in Ulric's mind to now being food, which is counterintuitive to what you wanted at first, but there's another way I'm sure you'll figure out. Now, I have to find something in my notes. It's a long time since I've opened up the Earth Elemental Plane notes.
What?
Because I had a D100.
What?
Yeah, well, I did a campaign in the Earth Elemental Plane, and I'm pretty sure I had a PDF for like D100 different types of rocks.
Oh no.
Finding it though is it's a different story. Maybe it's in here. Maybe it's in D&D time. But I'll get back to you. It's churning in the stomach right now.
Yeah.
It's working its way down. But yeah, delicious. The crunch and crackle of this rock. Tasty. It's
I wonder what Vake's up to.
going down like a treat.
Vaike is
Well, you just periodically you guys hear a loud thud from upstairs. You probably hear something break
Oh.
at one point.
The fuck?
Oh no.
You should go check on it.
Yeah, you can
Where's
go up.
someone- Where's
Yeah.
Sue?
Sue's upstairs at the moment.
She's thinking something over.
Vague, you
Oh.
start to hear a knock at the door as everyone approaches. Oh my god, I think I found it. Oh, it's 40 it's 40 rocks for D&D. Yeah, okay. So let's re-roll that. Go ahead and give me a D40 instead.
D4.
Or you can keep the 27. Yeah.
You can do the 20s. What did I roll? 27.
You can keep the 27?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. Interesting. As you bite down into it, it actually starts to taste more like glass in your mouth. And
Oh my god. You start to feel your form also kind of fading a little bit, becoming more translucent and ethereal.
Oh no,
Mm.
not this again.
This rock is. It feels like that rock was not even from the Feywild, or maybe it was, but somehow it ended up here, like a reflection of something else. A perfect mirror of the world it once was in, with some differences. Oh my god. Shit.
What did he
Okay, Ulric.
eat?
Yeah, in that case, what the fuck? Ulric
die.
starts to reflect an older version of himself. A younger version of himself, which was from the past. So if anything, Ulric starts to turn into like younger looking Ulric.
Baby Ulric.
Where is? Yeah, child Ulric. Where is that? Children. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Now, you don't feel any younger. In fact, you actually still the same size. This is the most disturbing part.
Whoa.
You look exactly the same size, but you're a giant baby Ulric. So
Oh no.
yeah, it's just appearance wise. You look young, but you're still the same size. This is so weird.
I see the world
Yeah.
differently now.
And there's a big, deep, gruff voice coming from a little cute little fawn of Ulric.
Mm.
What's a calf? Oh, it's a calf, isn't it? Yeah.
It's a cough.
Hmm. Oh, this shit.
You're all seeing the
read
same
more on
thing
that in a
I'm
minute.
seeing, yes?
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
Yeah, what are we seeing?
I just gesture with that.
Or I like look behind myself like, what?
I hold up one of the like metal platters so he can see his reflection.
Yeah. You look like 8-year-old Ulric once again.
8-year-old,
Oh no, you'd be 12. You're 12. Sorry, you're 12 years old. Yeah.
12-year-old Rick.
Huh. I look a little younger, I think.
Just a bit.
I don't feel different.
Maybe don't eat any more rocks. Or tables, for that matter.
Well, I'll consider it, but maybe I just ate the wrong rock.
I mean, yes.
This is kind of cool when you really think about it.
I mean, maybe if you visualize it right, you can eat your curse.
I have so much power.
Jingle Jangle's left scratching her head on that one.
Maybe
Never
if you
heard of
make
someone eating the curse before.
make a curse sandwich.
Curse eater. That's got a ring to it, though.
Ulric the Curse Eater.
That's pretty badass, to be fair.
Oh my god. Going from eating mushrooms off the floor to eating curse is kind of a cool pipeline.
Just develop. Yeah.
As Garreth knocks on the Vaike's door.
Yeah.
Knock knock.
You hear like the dish break. You hear like something metal like hit the ground and roll. No, the door's locked. I like open it, but like only like a crack, so you can only see my eye. Oh, what's up, Garreth?
I can teleport in there.
Wait, the door's it's
open a crack.
Open?
Yeah. I'm here. I'm standing in front of you.
Okay.
What's up?
I get in.
How the hell do you get in?
I get in.
Oh, he's gonna do it.
How do you get in?
Oh, then I've been teaching
I've been
him.
practicing. You
Jack
see
does
a
the
Misty.
same.
You see a the sugar candy, cotton candy cloud wisp through the cracks of the door.
Mm-hmm.
What have you been up to?
You look in the room, it's a complete mess. And you see that Vaike is very like he's very sweaty. You see that he's covered in like bruises and like marks. But there's nobody in the room, it's just Vaike.
We should get.
I've been chilling up here,
Why is it
Looks like-
such a
looks like the-
mess?
Did the place get ransacked by kitchen finks?
Just while they're doing that, I'm gonna manifest an echo right here where they can't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Come
close the door.
on, let's clean the.
Oh.
Are you still in there? Or
I'm still in here, yeah. I can't see it unless the door's open for some reason, but the door's closed. I've just been doing nothing much.
did you make this mess?
Yes.
Come, let's help.
Oh,
Can you help us clean it up?
No. And then I'm gonna teleport to my echo. So now I will be outside.
all right.
And the door's
And
closed.
they
I'm gonna
shut
run
the
away.
door on them.
Yeah.
No, the door was closed.
The door is closed but not locked. But I'll tell the echo to just help
No,
me clean up the mess.
No, the echo is standing there.
Hmm. Oh, so
Come
they think
on,
it's you? Is that what you're
Vaike.
saying?
Yeah.
Oh no, it doesn't
Definitely.
look
Okay.
like me. But
It
what's left
doesn't?
in my place is an echo.
Your echo should be
Hmm.
indistinguishable from you, right?
It's like a ethereal Vaike.
Yeah, and you could tell it's not Vaike.
Hmm.
And then I'm gonna go run and sit down.
Sit down as in downstairs.
Downstairs.
I'll just clean the room and
Hmm.
Yes.
look at what's Vake's echo.
After 6 seconds, it disappears.
Ah.
Oh.
He should have blamed it on the finks. Messy little creatures.
What the hell happened to Ulric?
So what we do is we take pumpernickel bread and then we spread some mayo on it, and then we think about your curse really hard and put it in that mayo, and then you eat the
Wait.
sandwich.
What's happening? There's a little bird? Oh,
Vaike,
what
let me
happened
eat.
to Ulric?
Let me eat one of your hands, Vaike.
Yes.
I'll break
He
your
says as a
curse,
child.
Vaike.
Don't
Yeah,
put the
I'll
Vaike
hold
slime on a
up-
sandwich. Don't do that.
I'll hold up one of my fingers.
Don't put the Vaike slime on a sandwich. No.
Vaike, just put one of your hands in between two pieces of bread, Vaike. Honestly, you don't even need
Knuckle
the bread.
sandwich. Knuckle sandwich. Here you go.
Give me a knuckle sandwich, Vaike. I'll break
No.
your curse.
A Vaike
Here, try it.
slime-
No, seriously, try it. Take a bite. Take a bite out of my hand.
Slime witch.
Uh-uh.
Don't,
Oh god, that's
don't
too-
bite his finger. Don't do that.
I'll bite one of your.
No, not a finger. You take a chunk out of the side.
No.
You can take some nib-
Baird's gonna go.
you can bite
Baird's
some of the
gonna.
webbing
Yeah. Take the webbing.
No, Baird's gonna look at you. Go
in
"Just
between the
put this-
fingers.
Just put the slime on a sandwich.
No, it doesn't work
Ooh.
like that.
I mean, that might be-
He needs flesh.
He's
Oh.
Oh,
No, I don't know if I can.
Ulric,
don't
you said
think
you
I-
could fix my curse.
Yeah, but I don't know if I'm ready to eat a person yet.
Okay, I'm gonna
I just finished eating a table and a rock.
maybe.
I'm gonna manifest an echo next to me.
Oh,
You
Oh,
did this
okay.
to me, Ulric. Look at what you did to me.
God.
Baird is going to walk up and is going to make a peanut butter and frog jelly sandwich with Vake's slimy hands and hand it to Ulric.
I'll eat it.
oh god. Okay, well, give me a con save then.
Come on, please fail this one. Please tell me you get slimy hands. Please. Natural one.
We take
No!
those. We take those.
That is. It's a little bit stomach churning at first. Like it's chewy. It's not cooked. It's the slime as well. It's also just sticking to your gums, and it's kind of like a mulch between your teeth. it's kind of gluing it together. Oh no, it's slimy, isn't it? Yeah, it like coats your mouth with a thin film, and as you try to swallow it, it's like not going down at first, but you try your best to like wash it down, perhaps with some water, and eventually you stomach it. But I guess it finally does taste a little like marmalade. The moment you swallow it, it does go down like marmalade. It's bizarre.
A marmalade that vaguely reminds you of Vaike.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Mama Vaike.
Though,
Vagalates.
Though one last thing to note is that when Ulric does swallow it for a moment, your hand does suddenly kind of dry out a little, just momentarily.
Momentarily, as soon as I feel this, I'm gonna reach into my pocket, grab the letter. I'm gonna try to open it.
You are actually able to.
What does it say?
Which one?
The letter from Muse.
Yeah,
Or-
I haven't been able to read it. I haven't been able to get it out of my pocket and read it.
You finally get it open. It's a blank piece of paper.
God, I hope so.
I
I
mean-
hope she just told me. Like, I hope she's like, actually, it's not gonna work out. It was a breakup letter. Actually, you
Oh
kind
my
of suck.
God.
yeah, you're really cool, but I just it's not
Fake,
gonna work.
you are such a cute boy. If only you were smart enough to know that I was really into you.
No.
That's harsh. That's harsh.
I don't think Muse is like that.
No, she isn't. She ain't.
Well, I think someone knows better the way to Vake's heart than anyone else, and I think that is I think that's
Oh my
Garreth.
god. What?
What?
Oh,
But-
is it this letter?
No, it's not. But I think there's two different letters. But
In the garden
Muse
of
did
my
give
heart
you a
you
letter.
bloom. Fake, my love, my
that-
sweet perfume. Is it that letter?
It's not that. Is it that letter?
Okay.
No, I think you got two separate letters. One was a sneaky one, and one was actually from their background.
But no, yeah.
They have one from
no,
Strongheart and they have one from
there were two. I sent you two letters. One was a
Mhm.
draft, and the other one ultimately went entirely somewhere else. But it was a concept that was intended for Vaike.
Okay, perfect. In that case, I'm going to adopt that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think I
the
found
words,
it.
the words I read to you just now. Those
Yeah.
don't exist, or Garreth doesn't know about those.
They
letters.
never. No, exactly. Okay, perfect. So it says, "In the garden of my heart, you bloom, Vaike, my love, my sweet perfume. Your laughter dances on the breeze. In your embrace, I find my ease. With every word, a symphony. Your presence is my reverie. In your ears, I see the stars, guiding me through life's memoirs. Your touch ignites a fiery flame. In your arms, I find no shame. With you, each moment feels divine. A love like yours, so pure, so fine. Together we weave a tapestry of love, of hope, of destiny. Forever bound, our souls entwine. In your love, dear Vaike, I found mine."
I'm gonna tuck it back into my pocket.
How red is Vaike?
Oh, look, like on a scale of like, I mean, on a scale of like,
on a
you
scale
know,
of crusted tomato.
it's from like
bell pepper.
tomato to from like gray to tomato, he's like somehow he beat the tomato. But then he'll put it into his pocket, and then I assume his hands go back to being slimy. And then he's gonna go
gradually, yeah.
He's gonna walk over to the door. He's gonna open it up, get some fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, you're just gonna step out the door.
Yep, I'm gonna hop out the door.
Whoop! Splash.
Oh no! Before I hit the bottom, I'll swap places with my echo.
Oh. Okay, perfect. Oh wait, I can. Let's have a look here. Features.
That way I just get like, the hit of the air on my face. It's a little bit of fresh air.
Whoosh. There you go.
The idea of
Yeah.
jumping off a cliff with his echo is so.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can do
Well,
some stunts with that. That's cool.
I can
as
do
fuck.
it now without any repercussions, guys.
That's so cool.
Let me
Imagine
catch
if
you.
you had this back at the hut.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Oh,
I
yeah.
would've
Oh.
almost died. I'm gonna walk over
You can
and
tell
I'll,
this is the real Vaike because he's got some cotton candy on him still
yeah,
from the teleport earlier.
And he's still
Uh,
red in the face.
I'll walk over and I'll
And
hug
that.
the weird baby Ulric.
Yeah, it's so weird. He's got big muscular baby arms grabbing you and hugging you.
You're
So
the
weird.
You're the best little brother a guy could ask for.
Well, thank you. Why do you say that?
No
Baby
reason.
brother Ulric. Oh.
Hmm. Perfect.
I'll
Well,
move my echo
Aw.
back up here so it doesn't disappear.
okay, gotcha. Yeah,
Just to
climbs
make
back
it.
up.
And then I'm gonna be like so like what are the limitations of the echo? Can I like tell it to go into my pocket and grab something?
It would be as if you're grabbing it.
Yeah, it'd be as
Mhm.
if you yourself are grabbing it, right?
So
So
can it
it would
grab
still have
something
the
out of
curse.
my pocket? It has the curse too?
Oh, it's translucent.
It does.
That is so
Mhm.
unfair.
Uh-huh.
God.
Better wrap up this and get the downfall on, hadn't we?
Yep.
As Baerd will stand up as like everyone's like chilling and be like, well, we have a party we have an arena to get to apparently.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, fake. Real
So-
chill of you two. Just leave me alone with a
Swapping
bunch
places
of
on the table.
broken pots.
Look, Garreth, I'm super sorry about that. It was just cool. Psych!
You're not.
And I swap places again.
You gotta like give him a hand, like get
Yeah.
a handshake him and then whoop. Yeah.
Mm,
Look, you're
Aw,
not the
man.
only guy that can be teleporting. Check this out. And I'm gonna dash over here, and then I'm gonna teleport again.
Do it like 50 times, like really fast.
There's no limit to it. I
Mhm.
could just do it as a bonus action. It's great.
I want to see Vaike teleport
cool.
and then immediately run into a wall because he wasn't thinking about the
Check
direction.
this out.
He's like doing it too fast.
Wait, what's over there?
It's me. I'm over there.
Kaboom.
Hmm.
Okay.
Want to watch me touch that fireplace? Want to watch me touch it again?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're just showing off now.
Look, Jack.
You don't see me
I mean,
doing
of
little
course he's showing up.
party tricks with my portals.
Look, you were bored being able to do that, okay? I had to grind for this, Jack.
Hmm.
Uh,
Grind.
Yep.
Sure.
Are we
Okay.
sure that Ulric did this? Are we sure that this is his fault?
Yeah, he yanked the soul out of my body.
Sure.
Maybe it was the plant.
Probably was the plant.
What color was that one?
It was blue.
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 Mm-hmm.
Like the sword? Question mark? Like Baird's like,
Similar. Yeah. Yeah.
See,
The sword is both blue and gold.
I figured it out.
Yellowy
Okay? The hags are scared of me because I'm the wielder of the sword and the sword's the key. That's why they're trying to keep me down.
To be the wielder of the sword, don't you need to be able to hold the swords?
Look, we're gonna cross that bridge when we get there, Garreth. Okay.
Baerd shrugs, looks at Vaike, and then he gets really smug. Like you see, like he gets smugger than you've ever seen Baerd, and he says, "I told you you were a hero, Vaike."
I am no hero. I'm just a man. look, once I get this stupid sword back, and I use it and I save the day, I'm gonna give it back
Like
to
a
that
hero.
stupid strong fart, and then I'm gonna head back to the fighting pits, and I'm gonna spend the rest of my days punching faces. Okay, that's the plan.
But yeah, we get escorted by bullywugs. The two bullywugs.
Oh.
that were-
Mm-hmm.
Totally
ahead.
forgot. Yeah, someone else is here. We'll
Yeah,
do that now as
let's see.
well before you
Yeah.
leave. Yeah, so
I tell her.
just coming out of the shower or the bath,
Yeah.
you can see they're drying off their feathers as they head down, and they let out a whistle.
I tell her we can fill her in on the both the calls as well as the like the callbacks that we have, as well as the how to get rid of the fog in the at the end of the day. Like we know this information, but it'll likely be later.
Yes. They kind of use Sue's voice a lot. They're like, "Oh, interesting story. Quite the tale you've got there. You should have told me earlier." And then in Ufgung's voice, "Ah, the Watcher's Pool. You went there? You should have brought me along. I had so many questions."
Baerd will smile and say,
Mm.
"Technically speaking, you can still go. Could you not?"
Now we
Oh.
can tell you
You
some
have
of the
three-
questions we've asked, and you have your 3 questions you can ask later.
You weren't part of our group, so you didn't ask your questions.
Yet.
And then Jingle Jangle's voice, "I'll get right on that then. I think I'll hop to it. Yes."
Oh.
And then somewhat in another kind of similar voice, the satyr, Hamelin. It's like, "I'll meet you back in Downfall, I think." Yes. That sounds like a capital idea. Meet you back there?
Don't take too long. There's gonna be a very fun duel soon.
A duel for the ages, I hope.
Wait, which one is this?
Not quite sure. Might be just some other gladiatorial combatant that they may have witnessed.
It sounded a little like Strongheart, to be
It
honest.
sounded like Strongheart.
It did. It did a little, yeah.
Becky's gonna twitch when he hears that voice.
I mean, it's either Strongheart or one of the Bullywugs, but it's probably Strongheart.
The echo has no like duration. It's just 30 feet. So just for the time being, Echo's just gonna roll with me until I say otherwise. He's just gonna roll with me. I want him, but I want him to walk like he's my shadow. So he's gonna mimic everything I do. But he looks like he's just like my shadow.
That makes when you see this Notus, you get a little shudder down your spine as you see them using their own echo as a shadow. Just a weird chill. Doesn't sit right with you somehow. They think it's funny and smart.
I'm not talking to him anyway.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
We got beef. We can have a fight. Is that what's gonna happen?
No, I'm just not talking to you.
Oh.
I see.
Hey, Ulric.
All right.
Oh.
Can you tell Notus I'm sorry for whatever I did?
Yeah, but why can't you?
She's not talking to me.
Was she avoiding you, or is she just not saying anything to you?
She's not talking to me. I don't know. She seemed pretty mad at me.
Well, I suppose so. I walk over to Notus. Hey, Vaike said he's sorry for whatever you did. I don't really know.
Sure.
Baerd will walk up to Notus, and as we walk, and we'll say, and he'll sort of like nod his head and go, Is it like her?
Mm, yes, but that's not why I'm not talking to him. I feel like I might get angry. And I don't know how to deal with that right now.
Well then, I'm here if you want to talk, Notus.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I get angry at him all the time. I feel like it's kind of his thing, so don't really worry about it or anything.
Yes, unfortunately, the fact of the matter is I have not been angry in a very, very long time. I'm not sure I know how to be angry. I just know it's there, and I don't like it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, it's really easy. You just let it all out.
How?
Well, I mean, when I get angry, I get real strong and I just yell real loud.
You just yell.
Yeah, it helps a lot of the time. Not all the time, but sometimes just letting out the frustration on something or someone or kind of feels good.
Didn't you yell at that wolf?
Mm,
Me?
Yeah, when we were kids, you yelled at the wolf.
was
Yeah,
it a-
yeah. I yell at a lot of things.
That might be useful. Thank you.
Well, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I still don't really know what's going to happen if I do get angry. But yeah, it just worries me a little bit. That's all.
Is this downfall?
It looks like.
Coming up. Yep. I'd say that you can make your way back to the Brigand's Tollway. You meet the two bullywugs who
Yep.
take you through this area here was where you kind of encountered the vines, this tile. And
Okay,
they're
yeah.
just going to escort you through a safe journey through the swamp. They know the quickest and least muddy way.
They're
And
also
yeah, we can
supposed to be there as liaisons, so if there is anyone asking weird questions, then yeah, they're here invited by Belward. Belward? I keep forgetting.
Belforts.
Belforts. Yeah.
Mhm.
What did Notus say?
He
Fuck off.
just doesn't just doesn't really want to talk to you right now, but she's yeah.
Okay, as long as she's not mad at me, I'm fine. But I'll respect her space.
Yeah, I mean,
She is.
wouldn't I'd say she's actually, yeah. It's okay. Just maybe give her some space for a while.
Well,
Thank you.
I think you'll know when she's ready to talk.
For sure.
as he's walking, Notus would see Baerd pull his little box out and put the little nutcracker in the box.
Can I peek inside?
You want to pay attention to the box?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have the image for the covers of the box style, Zenrith?
Yeah, I do.
Witchlight? Yeah. It looks like
Okay.
a hat box. I think is the exact description.
Yeah, it looks like a hat box, and though this is just the art, This is the kind of design you see on the sides of the box.
This?
Yeah.
Oh,
It
it's
looks like it
Vertigron.
And on
I
It
recognize
is.
that scepter.
it
What's
would
the
basically
letter?
Yeah,
be
you
everything
should.
but the text.
Oh.
The text
Yeah,
wouldn't be
everything
there,
but the
but
text. It's so it looks like a ticket. The whole thing's like in the same texture. Yeah, with the same kind of like rim as the ticket.
Okay.
And the scepter does look very recognizable. You've seen that before.
and roll me a perception as you try to look into the box. If you're
Perception. 16.
Yeah, you see a bunch of wooden charms that look like either carved seeds or knots on a necklace. They all seem pretty like detailed, but they don't seem like they're particularly well made. You see a folded piece of paper, a
Mm-hmm.
you would see the white crystal, the golden stopper,
Wait,
Ulfgun's.
the white crystal. Oh, the crystal from jealousy?
Mhm.
Okay.
You would see the but yeah, you see a like basically in a separate part of the box is where you see this folded piece of paper that looks old. It looks like an old piece of paper. And the necklace made of charms, as well as what looks like it would be a glasses case, which you know is likely
Mm-hmm.
is likely empty. Um, but as you sort of like look over, you do see that the charms on the bracelet look to be
Bracelet? Was it necklace?
a necklace rather. You would see that it's a repeating pattern of 5 different shapes.
Why 5? 5 isn't the lucky number.
Well, it's technically 6 because one of them is actually a pair of shapes that alternate back and forth. But they look carved and they look roughly done. But yeah, there's a it is a Witchlight branded hat box.
Yeah.
Hmm.
In fact, I think Vaike had seen a similar box.
Nope.
Mm.
He didn't see anything. His perception is too bad.
Okay. Fair enough. All right then.
But yeah.
Interesting.
Would you like to enter into Downfall, everyone?
I guess
Yes.
we have to.
Yes, please. We have a duel.
All
Yeah.
right.
How slimy are the hands getting walking up into Downfall?
They're finally starting to get slimy again. It was almost as if they were dry in the inn for a good while after
for a good
Ulric
while?
ate.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
so much
like,
more
it
I
wasn't
wanted to do.
instantaneously.
Oh,
You could have done them if you wanted.
okay.
Hmm?
You tell me a bit about what you would have done.
So first thing I would have done is I would have given everybody a handshake.
All right.
I would have did my hair. I would have wrote on my list. I would have updated my list with like my own handwriting.
Yeah.
I think I would have drawn some things down on paper,
I just imagine you just picking up everything that you can, just picking up
Absolutely.
things.
I would have
lifting
gone down the
tables,
ladder.
chairs, people.
I would have gone up the ladder. I would have picked up a fork. Would have drank something out of a cup. I've done a lot.
Whenever you go to handshake Baerd, he would pull you into a tight hug.
We can hug when my hands aren't slimy. I'll finish the hug, but then I'll go in for a handshake. Can't do this when I'm slimy. I will offer a handshake to Notus, but I don't know if she can take the handshake or not.
I'd take the handshake, but I wouldn't speak to you.
Okay. Woo! That was it. That's all I would do.
It's a small
That's
thing
cool.
for
No,
like
awesome.
Notus to cave to do a thing for a friend. It's
And then the
Yeah.
color, pure bliss. Happiness. He's gonna scratch his back.
Pink.
He's going to do all sorts of things.
Oh.
But yeah, notice you do see Baerd put the Baerd nutcracker in this box.
Mm.
Okay.
the mask takes like a slightly
Perfect.
orange hue.
Hey, are you okay? Your hands are so dry.
Yes, they are, aren't they, Garrett?
Come on, Jack, help him a bit.
No.
Hot tour.
Into downfall. Into downfall.
You do enjoy a good dry hand for a while. It's not until you start to, like you said, approach downfall. That is when the clamminess turns to sweatiness, turns to slippery mucus, and then it is fully back to its ungrippable self. It just cannot hold onto anything.
Mhm.
And more so than that, like as you finally get to the misty kind of croaking sound up ahead, you start to see skin texture change as well. Like you were already kind of a little bit moist looking, but your skin fully turns green. Your
I'm
eyes
green?
do begin to bulge. Yes, Vaike looks green.
Holy
That
shit,
is a
so cool.
physical transformation as you arrive in Downfall. Unmistakably so. Like
I didn't know
just
you
as
could
much
do that.
green.
Do what?
Do I have a
There
piece
you
of reflective metal?
I mean, I'll look at me.
you
I'll
can,
look at me in my shield. Am I green?
Yes, you are
Whoa.
full on frog green.
Whoa.
And your eyes are also starting to get a little wider, and your tongue is longer as well.
Whoa.
But not like absurdly long, but just like you can feel it's filling your mouth a bit more.
Do I still have hair?
Yes, you do.
Okay.
Your hair
It's just
starts
sort
to
of green
thin.
colored.
Mhm.
I don't think you'll lose your hair. I feel like that's a fake identifier. I think
Yeah, exactly. We can't take the hair.
Well, I could rock green. Let's go.
All right,
Aw.
cool. In which case, we will take you finally to Downfall. Let's get this music going. Soggy Court. No, this is the one I want. Okay. Oh, perfect. Downfall. This is such a busybody place. You see, as you're approaching, you're being escorted by a couple of bullywugs, weren't you?
Mhm.
Cardwallop is the name of this bullywug as he approaches and leads you through. And just overhead, you see a massive swamp gas balloon beginning to descend out of the mists. And you see a frog with a big glass pair of goggles, like he's pulling them back off of his head as he begins to land down in the bay, where you see a bunch of other frogs gathering and waving. There's even a turtle who's steadying the balloon as he's lashing it to little pegs and stakes in the ground. There's lots of little rowboats. Some of the more laid-back folk are fishing in the river. These kind of look like country bumpkin frogs, much like Oofgunk, and they give you a little wave as you see them sailing on downstream. The croaking and ribbiting of this place is heard all around you. The place is alive. There are little lily pads in the center that seem to frame a massive hut that rises above all others on these giant stilts. And you can see these kind of moss-ridden, like, thatch roofs. And the windows are far too murky and dirty to be able to see inside, but that's there in the center of all of this. You can see chattering nobles being from one place to another. There's a rock where they seem to be giving like recounting this little story, and there's all these kind of chortle, titter, this like conversation. There's gossip. You see a little palanquin with another frog kind of fanning themselves.
Blah,
It's
blah.
beautiful, and
Blah,
I think that one of the
Blah.
first frogs you encounter is
blah, blah.
indeed.
Bloody, bloody, blah.
As you see the frog organizing the swamp balloon as it's landing, you see Cardwallop says, "Oh, that's Ickrind, Duke of Fetid Creek. He's the master of swamp balloons, a brilliant inventor." And you see him saying to his little his retainers, you see him like, Domfrey, make sure the balloon is lashed tightly, and Tarvels, I need a few patch repairs on the left side of the balloon. The gas started escaping again. Nothing you can't fix, though, Master Engineer of Gloom Willow. It is good to be back. Smell the stagnant air. You hear another one. Did you catch any good flies up there? Yes, Gluff. Delicious flies of all kinds. It's effectively a flying buffet. You can literally just glide down. Oh no.
Ickrind, darling.
Oh no, it's not locked. Yes, my sweet Countess of Flower Moss, I have returned.
You've been so... Sorry, I'm trying to get my accent back. It's been so like out of it.
You can do it.
Flower moss.
Yes. Flower moss.
Norlop, Countess of Flower Moss. Ickrind, darling.
How may I be of service?
Do you have everything ready to go today? My brain is. I'm trying to do too much. My brain is trying to get on track for this exit. Give me one second.
Give me a wee moment. We are just doing a few patch jobs, and then we will be ready to take a flight once more. Is that the smell of delicious cookies I can smell, huh? You've been baking again, haven't you?
You know me,
Indeed,
darling. I'm
there
always
is a couple of
baking
frog
something.
retainers with you.
I'm always baking something. I have so many cookies available today. But Ickrind, darling,
Delicious.
Ickrind, darling, only the green ones. Those ones I made specially for your disposition.
Oh, very well. I'll be sure to try some later. Are you going to the royal feast later?
Of course, darling.
I heard the news. Belfort's managed to acquire the carrots back again.
Yes, he did, didn't he? Well, let's.
Well, I managed to catch a whole feast, and you see he's got a big netting that he's used as he's flown across the air. He's basically captured a bunch of flying insects, and he's got them all in a big fly net, and he hands that off to one of his to Dumfrey, who then says, "I shall deliver these to the chef."
Let's just hope that Earl Splog doesn't get any of those carrots. I know he's been looking forward to them. I just don't want him to have a good day. He's a shitheel, and you know that.
Yeah.
I would hate it.
I wonder if he hasn't sunk beneath the mud in the sinking palace.
That's why I only had him renovate one of my.
Yes. Speaking of which, I must renovate my balloon. It is come under some foul winds up there. There's honestly some change in the air. Not sure what is up there, but
Have you
powerful
been hearing the
gusts.
rumors lately, Sir Ikrin?
There's always rumors. What is it this time?
Oh, there's some freaks rocking around, talking some shit.
Freaks?
Saying
Is that
something about
them?
saying something about saying something about Zybilna. She hasn't been here for years.
Couldn't possibly be us.
What do
that
you
they're
mean? She's
talking
been
about.
here like yesterday.
Yeah, I literally just saw her.
Is that a
Just
giant
like the other
baby
day.
monitor? He hops
Oh,
down
that is
from the
them!
balloon, lands next to you. You are the freaks. Welcome to Soggy Court. To Danful.
The freaks. Oh, welcome, you freaks.
I'm Countess Norlop.
Vaike.
I'm the Countess of Flower Moss. Very nice to meet you all of you. Why don't I get you a few cookies? No, actually, pastries. I think pastries will be good for you. Are you going to be there at the feast? You guys are new to town. Sorry.
Are we invited?
Yeah, we're going.
Yeah, we're going. I mean, look at this. We're not going as long as I'm not green.
You
You all
might need to
looking
get
very
the-
green, darling. That's the best shade I've seen. What color you wearing?
It's all
that's a
natural.
nice tinge.
All natural? It's like my Maybelline. It's like Flybeline.
Maybe it's Bibelin.
Well, I'm Countess Norlop. I'm in charge of all the pastries and cookies. I'm the
Dumpy
best.
hands you a
To
big
meet
fly net.
you.
Well, this is for you. He hands you the big fly net.
How good do the flies look? Do they look very tasty?
Oh, they're plump and fresh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Ah,
Would you like a wee sample?
Oh, I didn't want to ask 'cause I didn't know if that'd be rude, but I would love a sample.
Me too. I didn't think it'd be rude, but I didn't want to ask first.
You guys
All
just
right.
eat them like
So you
apples?
see,
So
Blurlonk goes ahead and offers one on a little platter. Actually, he gives you little cocktail sticks. Why not?
Mhm.
Sir Ikrin, is this what the material plane call a party? Is this what a party is in the material plane? I thought that's what they called it.
I think so. But is there normally baby minotaurs this big in the material plane?
Oh, just wait till he grows up. He gets even bigger.
I'll be the
Oh,
size of the
my.
house.
I don't,
Mhm.
I
I don't
will
think
also
my
say though,
balloons could support that.
it is 2, and I have to get ready for one.
Yeah, I need to go as well.
Yes. Understandable, yes.
Why don't I
We'll
let
still
you
get ready
guys
for
get
the
used
grand
to
feast.
everything?
Yeah,
Why
we
don't I
gotta-
let you guys get used to everything? Again, nice to meet you. I'm Countess Norlop. Don't forget it. I'm the best one around here. You'll know that for sure.
They do the best cooking, that's for sure. Just before you go, if you wish to get the invitation to the grand feast, you might need to build up some rapport and get in the good books of Splag, Earl of Blackmore. He's overseeing the invitation. So good luck with that, though.
Splag.
We have just the way to do
Splag.
that.
Splag.
Oh.
And I think that is a good place to wrap up tonight's session.
Oh.
Perfect.
Welcome, freaks.
We will get-
All right, and we're calling it
Welcome
today.
Oh.
I'm gonna whisper to Vaike too. What was her name again?
Norlop.
Yeah.
Countess of Flowermore?
No, like, hopefully
Flowermoss.
I've
Norlock,
made it so you can
Countess
mouse
of
over
Flowermoss,
most of these.
don't forget it.
Oh yeah, that part. Don't don't not add it. Norlop, Countess of Flowermoss. Don't forget it. That's her full name now.
Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, yeah. Well, I can't wait to delve into this. You're going to need a fresh mind to remember all these names, that's for sure. But yeah, we'll see you all next week when hopefully people have got a better
Forgotten the
idea about their
names.
frogs.
Mhm.
If you want to talk to me privately about frog schemes, then yeah, I'm all ears. But yeah, until then, we'll catch you all later. Bye bye for now.
Bye bye, and see you
Bye.
tomorrow for
Bye.
Barovia, and the day after for more Icewind Dale.